Hello, hello. Yes,
Hello.
you did it. Yep. We were worried that it wasn't going to unmute when we got here.
Oh, all the new fun behind-the-scenes stuff that we're tinkering with.
And I forgot to mute my phone, so it started blowing up, making noises.
He goes and pushes the live button before he's ready.
Yep.
It's like, we have a couple seconds that you can mute your phone and do all that fun stuff. So this is like hair and makeup time. Just kidding.
Everybody get ready.
And you're wearing a black shirt too.
I am. Look at that. And I didn't even plan it out. I can't reach. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why can't I not reach where my little mouse goes? I got to bring in my mouse tray.
All right. So, how's your weekend going?
Mine?
Or theirs.
You know what?
How's your weekend going?
Okay, we'll start with me.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. You know what? It's going all right. It's a little weird, a little up and down. But
yeah, it's a weird one.
Started at 5 this morning with a little editing. And then Luke sat on my editing couch, which Luke's not allowed on that side of the house.
Yeah, I got a picture at like 7 in the morning of Luke and him sitting on my computer chair.
Yeah.
Which again, Luke's not allowed in the dining room, so come here, you lazy bum.
Yep, Luke sitting on the computer chair, and we're gonna explain for a second.
Luke's not allowed in the dining room, which then leads to the kitchen because he's a counter surfer. Maybe not so much anymore because he's so old. I'm not sure he could get up on the counter anymore, just like on his back legs. I'm sure he would try. Plus, he would get into the garbage because he's gross.
Yep.
So, but he's been making his way into the dining room, and because we really have no consequences for him anymore.
Yeah,
because he's so old.
Allowed to do stuff.
He gets away with everything these days. So, of course, Dad naturally invited him up.
No, I didn't invite him up. That's the difference.
Oh, he just invited himself.
Oh, yeah. No, he came in, kicked Stella off, and took the seat.
I'm surprised she let that happen.
Because Stella's usually my editing buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he came over, stole her seat, and took it over. And I'm like, Luke's never sat on this couch before.
Ever.
And I'm like, oh my God, I got to send this picture to Mom.
Yeah.
And so I sent it to you.
Are you going to somehow
I'm going to try to share it with them. So if you give me a second.
Okay, well, I'll start saying hi to people.
Yeah, you start saying hi. Look at that.
So I see, I know we're also live on Facebook, but I can't see Facebook messages right now, like the comments. So we're going to just welcome people from Facebook. And everybody's here from YouTube. Our whole village is here, almost. But yeah, we've got. Oh, you got rid of my. You got rid of my whole chat. I couldn't see anybody. Y'all disappeared for a second. But yeah, I've got Sarah Hartley, Amy not Amy, Brenda R, one of our moderators, Dylan Syman, who is my nephew. Jano H, Valency, Paul Biggs, Alongboard, LJ, Carol Holbert, Deborah Petipas. Sorry if I butchered that. I'm terrible with names. Susan Battersby, Louise, Typo Queen, Lisa Net Miller. Everything just jumped. Jano H, Tina E, Shelbert CA. Typo Queen, I already said hi to. Linda Law, Haley's Homestead is here. Rosemary Loveland, Chris West, Randy is here. Doreen Grams is in the house, as she likes to say. Marcy and Peggy, Janine Plants, Franny Johnson. We could go on. Nettie.
You're buying me time. Thank you.
I know. Angie B, Claudia Lopez.
Why?
Pat W. Are you in downloads?
Yeah, well, I just downloaded the image to downloads, and that's where it should be.
Nancy Hall, Ann Potter, Nico. I think I already said Izzy's mom, but maybe not. Connie is here. Faye Flemister. I'm telling you, I'm terrible with names. And Stella's no longer comfortable.
No.
DS is here from Boston, Massachusetts, Minnesota. Wow, we're getting places too.
We're getting places now.
I don't think we've actually done that in a while.
No, we haven't. Go ahead. Where are you from? State. You don't have to give me your address.
He needs more time to find this picture of Luke. So go ahead and tell me. Tell us about where you are
country, state, whatever you want to share.
Hey, you want this? Yeah. You love this.
Well, I also noticed while I was doing this that all of my video clips are missing. I don't know what happened.
We have none of our video clips.
We're getting them back as I speak.
Oh, we're flying now.
We're flying now.
Maryland, California, Florida, Kentucky, New Jersey, Wisconsin, Knoxville, Tennessee, Minnesota. I need to blink a couple times. Hold on. UK. So I saw another one. Oh gosh, float out. Indiana,
I see Colorado,
Ohio, Montana,
Minnesota,
Oklahoma, Ontario, New Jersey, Minnesota.
Wow, all over the place. Louisiana in the house.
I tried.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh, South Wales, Australia. I think they win for being the furthest away
They
from
could
us.
be. What time is it in Australia?
Isn't it like 18 hours ahead of us?
I don't know. The UK people said, "Ooh, I kind of like 6 p.m. I might not need my toothpicks."
Oh yeah. Hey, James is from Connecticut. He might win the closest one.
He might win it. Yeah.
Oh, but Mary B is from Connecticut as well.
Yep, we got a couple other Connecticut's
Calgary.
in the house.
Nice.
Oh,
y'all are in the house.
I hope this is the one. If I upload the wrong thing and we see like construction photos, that just
won't it not allow you to do longer?
Oh, I found it. Good.
Longer ones.
All right, here it is.
Ow!
Sorry.
Come on. Your line is right here. Don't cross it. This is my side of the. Oh my God, he doesn't listen.
Yeah.
He almost did it again.
I almost did.
Having a very flat.
All right, here is that Luke picture. I'm gonna try to put it up for a second.
Here it is.
Look at him. So it didn't mute us. That's cool. So if I throw up a video, they can still see.
So that is my chair.
Sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
In the wrong side of the house, and he just kicked Hazel off. I mean, not Hazel.
Hazel would be really funny.
Right. He just kicked Stella off the couch. It was pretty fun.
So it's 16 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So it is already tomorrow. It is actually 10:05
It is Sunday for
a.m. Sunday morning.
Well, that's cool. You're waking up with us. Look at that.
Look at us.
Yeah. So I'm not drinking beer at 10 o'clock in the morning. So that's good.
Although we did talk about it.
We did talk about that. Yeah. It's not happening, but we talked about it. Yeah.
So you want to start with our craziness going on?
Sure, go ahead. What do we got going on?
Well, in the world that we live in, I got my very first COVID test today.
She did.
Thankfully, if it was the self-administered one, so they did not take any DNA from my brain.
From my brain. That's
the brain swab, as I like to call it. But yes, I got my first COVID test. Now, I don't think anything's actually wrong. I don't think this test is going to come back positive. But I
told her it was stress and run down. That's what I told her. I was
feeling run down all week. And my stress level was extremely high. So there's something to be said about that. But during a workout actually it was a week ago yesterday. Yep. Excuse me. It's a week ago tomorrow. I just wasn't feeling right. And then from then on out, I was sneezing and having a little congestion, which turns out I could just be allergic to exercise. And yes, I Googled it. It's a real thing. So, but it just wasn't going away. So I got a test. I'll find out in a couple days if, how that goes. In the meantime, we've done 2 weeks of grocery shopping and everybody is staying home.
Yeah, we're in lockdown.
We're in lockdown for a couple other reasons that we can't go into either because it's not my news to share. But yeah, so there was possibly some exposure risk, which I booked my COVID test before we knew we had exposure risk.
Yeah.
So.
Oh geez, Chris West is starting already. I got to interrupt you and see if I have my videos back. She's testing me. I got nervous. All my videos are gone, and I was like, "What the heck just happened?" So that just happened there.
Thank you, Chris. And thank you. Please pray, not just for our family, but who we affectionately called our COVID crew. It's who we've been quarantining with, less so lately, actually. We haven't seen...
we've been separated since Thanksgiving from the whole COVID crew. Pretty much.
Since before Thanksgiving.
For let's clarify. For indoor activities, we've been
We didn't do Thanksgiving dinner with friends or family. We haven't done Christmas or any indoor activities with friends or family. And really, any time that you spend with Rob.
Any of them, Rob, Jenna, Bradley, Kevin, all those guys. It's pretty much outdoor projects only. And as you guys know, Kevin with the pitchfork, we stayed 6 feet apart. Right. Right. I rode the tractor. He used.
So we figure.
All right, hang on.
Oh, so sorry.
That was for Chris West. So I did find it. I was able to find my video. It came back. So yeah, just pray for everyone. That's it.
I would, yeah. I mean, our whole group,
including you.
There's just life is crazy right now.
Yeah, it is.
So we figured if I got tested, that would kind of tell us
how this house is doing. How
this entire house is doing. Because I mean, this is how sad COVID is, and maybe I take it a little too far. But instead of kissing my kids goodnight, we do a whole routine of like we blow kisses and then we catch each other's kiss and then we rub it into our cheeks real good. And then when one of the kids needs extras, we just go.
Yeah.
And well, Libby thinks it's hysterical. So I just would feel terrible like if I gave them COVID, you know. So we started that a long time ago.
Yeah. So we haven't even got the questions yet, but Tracy up there just said they have 5 cases in her apartment building.
Yeah.
How do apartment buildings handle it? I mean, even down to the ventilation system. How's that work?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. And especially if you share facilities like common areas, like
you got to walk through the hallways. Yeah.
Laundry. Well,
even
laundry facilities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lori, thank you. I know Lori has struggled a lot with COVID as well. So we know, I mean,
all right, I cut her off with the moo head, and I don't know why.
You know, he's always interrupting me.
I'm interrupting you at Moo and Billy now. Can you guys even hear those videos? Because I can't, and I
think it's just because your volume is down.
That could be.
I hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So, you know, as Angie B said, masks, glove, and sanitizers in condos. That's kind of how we've been living, though. Like, anytime it's been, when we got a little laxed about the whole me going out grocery shopping, because, you know, for my own mental well-being, I had to get out and like just see things on shelves.
Barely can hear your videos. Okay. I gotta figure that out.
Oh, so they can't either.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. But can you hear us?
So somebody else, or Brenda heard it, but we are practicing and editing and working on more of those fun videos like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do some learning education about how to make them better. So
yeah, Carrie Beckman just said, "Is anyone else's blurry?" So you might have to change your settings in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. We'll have a wrench or like a not a wrench. It's a bit a bolt.
Yeah, I think it's. I know I just hit the wrong one. If we're talking about the blurry situation,
change your.
I think it's a gear. And you click on the gear.
That's what I meant to say.
And it should pop up what I think we're at 720p.
Or 1080, yeah.
Yeah, we might not be at 1080. I think we're at 720.
Okay.
But yeah.
What's wrong with Thunder? Could you please brush my Thunder? No, he doesn't like brushing. He barely likes me petting him. But okay. He does love me petting him, but it's on his turn. Oh, Aaron's blurry. Liz isn't. See? I'm beautiful.
Scruffy, blurry. I mean,
could be
because, I haven't shaved in a little bit.
It could be because you lean forward sometimes and they can only see.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Stella's trying to ask, like, what's going on, guys? What are we doing?
You're chewing your bone. Here, pay attention. Do this.
Yeah, there you go. Good girl. Good girl. Good job.
Maybe it's the beer. It's your beer that's.
Nothing's blurry to me when I'm done with this. It might be.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Saw the queen bee mug while out. Okay. Yes. I went to TJ Maxx to pick up all this stuff. That was just while I was out with Angie doing my one shopping experience in the last year.
Now, let's clarify, and we'll go back. Just educate people. For those of you that don't know, my name's Aaron. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I didn't know we were going way back.
And we could go that far back, but her and Angie have been working together all through this COVID. Both homes, neither people work outside the home. None of the kids go to school. So it's like 2 little facilities all locked down.
Right.
So you two have been always.
We talked about this extensively. How do you feel about coming into the soap room and working still? And we've talked about it. And Angie and Javier talked about it.
Yeah.
And we both came to the conclusion that because Javier works from home and now you work from home.
Shit, I work from home. Yeah.
You work? What?
Shit, quiet.
That, and our kids, we decided to virtual distance learning our kids, and she's doing the same. We felt that it was really low risk for her to continue to come over.
Right.
And help me with soap.
Right. So then to your point earlier, you said you got a little laxed. You had to get decorations. You weren't leaving that up to me.
Although I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac, so I don't take a cart unless I see the person wipe it down, like at the front door. Yeah. Plus, every hand sanitizer station that is offered, I say sanitize. I don't say it.
That's Quinn's word. Yeah.
And I don't touch my mask. I don't touch my face. I wipe down my phone. After, before, you remember when we went up to New York, I wouldn't let the kids back in the car until they sanitized outside the vehicle.
Yeah, she wouldn't even let them in.
I locked the door and Jake was like, "Can I come in?" And I'm like, "Did you sanitize?" And he's like, "No." So I rolled my window down a crack. He put his hand up like this, and I'm like,
she wouldn't even let him back in.
No, I take it very serious, and although some people have gotten COVID fatigue, right? About keeping themselves safe. I feel like I really kind of didn't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. It is what it is. Anybody can catch this. It's super contagious. So
I'm going to pop up some questions. There you go.
Shouldn't Gia's heats be over? Oh my God.
Yes.
And no, because clearly she's not. No, if I think about it, Danica's birthday is, I believe, June 22nd. That means she would have had to have been bred on January 22nd. So not by us, but by the previous breeder. And so no, it is very well possible for a goat to come into heat in January. I just don't have much experience with it because my girls are either bred or the little ones are like not super obvious. Like Gia. Right. So unfortunately we're having to all deal with
Gia. And I think Gia. Poppy, speaking of Poppy.
You think she's back in
yeah. She was talking across the we'll jump to this one. Poppy seems to be healthier. Yes, she's looking great with her extra feedings. To the point where I don't know if we need to continue them. But
yes, we do.
There you go. And she was making noise across the driveway all day today.
She's rounding out. Oh, and you know what? That makes sense because Gia and Poppy's heat cycles do overlap.
Yeah.
From what I remember. Because it's all I guess it's contagious heat cycles.
So this is a funny one, Rosemary.
Oh, I wasn't really done talking about Poppy's health.
Go ahead. Poppy, talk about Poppy.
I wanted to explain I wanted to explain why Poppy needs to have feeding still.
Okay, go ahead.
Although she's rounding out in her barrel, I don't feel like there's a lot of fat on her top line and on her side ribs.
Got it. So she's rounding out here, but there's not enough fat here. Tyler told me today he came over to the computer while I was editing and he starts massaging my back because he wants me to turn on his Xbox.
Oh, yes.
Dad, can you turn on my Xbox? And then he goes, your heart, you don't have enough fat on your neck. I feel bones. That's what he told me. So I'm just like, Poppy.
And he only has me as a comparison, which means
That's not what he said.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sure.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Poppy's looking good. That's where I was saying.
Oh, and Thunder's humping her. Chris West just educated us
that you go.
Thunder, our heat detector, is
Rosemary. I'll get to you in a minute.
Tending his business.
Yeah. So when I went to fix the clock, I got attacked by the Christmas lights, and it hurt
you got attacked
really
by
bad.
The Christmas lights.
So you know how I have to jump to get up there. I'm getting old, can't really do it.
Oh, ouch.
So I jumped, grabbed onto the wood, and then fell, and the Christmas lights scratched right across my hand. And of course, no evidence, no war wounds, no nothing.
This is after he stepped on an ice shard.
Oh my gosh,
this morning
that hurt too. In the kitchen.
Yeah.
A piece of ice on the kitchen floor, barefoot, stepped on it.
It was like that moment from Home Alone where they step on the Christmas ornament.
Our camera's crooked and it's driving me crazy.
I told you it was crooked before we went, and you said you fixed it.
And I did.
Well, I told you it wasn't.
But yeah, the ice shard was like stepping on a Lego.
We'll just go like this.
Yeah.
There.
Okay.
No, the other way.
That didn't work.
The other way.
Yeah. Here's a question for you about Charlotte.
Oh, okay. So James asked, how is Charlotte doing? She seems to be eating more hay thanks to the new feeder. I agree. She is one of our bottom of the totem pole kind of girls. So a bigger, newer feeder is a benefit for her.
Yeah. So, and I think they're all wasting less hay.
I do too, actually. Or you're getting better at raking, and I don't think that's the case.
Probably not the case. I mean, it could be, but you never know. Yeah.
It's been like 8 years, and no. You fix the holes in the hay rack. That's what happened. Okay, well.
Hey, I don't know this question. Hang on a second. I'm gonna pop it up here. I'm gonna move.
Well, it was from Claudia, and she asked, did you fix the fence, the one you filmed getting ready for kidding season?
Yes. Yeah.
So
if
is that the dividers?
The divider.
Like when we get really close, it's really close to kidding season when we start putting up the kidding stall fencing. Right. So in that back alleyway of Cassie's Castle, you've got your main Gen Pop area, but then we open up that L shaped. And during kidding season, if you're new and you haven't been here before, first, welcome.
#new.
Second,
Chris West, don't do it.
No. Yeah, and Typo Queen, just don't.
Yeah.
But we put in these removable walls. So once they go up, the next thing to go into the kidding pens are the blue barrels. Well, if you're new, you don't. We put in these blue warming barrels. For
Video coming soon.
And then we tend to start feeling ligaments, and we will put girls in there. Val NC is not new. If you are green, you are not new.
This is very true. That's a clear giveaway.
Yes, especially with the 2-month hoof badge.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Obvious, not new. It's like a light, not new.
Oh, but Ruth P said it'll be my first kidding season.
Yes. Exciting.
Yeah, no, we're really excited.
So.
Oh, and Brenda just dropped the link. You have to watch it later. Put it in your list of videos you want to watch for later. But that's a really good video on how to tell, what are the signs that your goat is about ready to kid.
Is that the one she just dropped?
Yeah, it's about really what is she doing?
Last year's video. It's gotta be. Yeah.
What is she doing that tells us, and will tell you if you're gonna stick around and watch.
All right. So before I get to this next question, I got to explain. We're laying in bed last night watching TV, and we have the monitors up, so we watch Lurk on YouTube all the time, right? And out of nowhere, this one goes, Gia done lost her mind.
I said, she has lost her damn mind.
What's going on? And she goes, and this goes to Paula Bick's question here. Why is Gia trying to mount Danica? And if you guys saw that, for a good 20 minutes, we're glued to the coats now, watching them oh my God, she's done lost her mind.
Yeah. So we have another video, Tina or Brenda can find it, about how to tell if your goat is in heat. Signs that your goat is in heat. And one of the signs is she has lost her damn mind.
Yeah, behavior change.
I didn't say it like that, but I probably should have because it's really funny.
Yeah. I was on my phone, the TV's on some stupid show that I don't like, and I don't know what was going on, and I'm on my phone.
Gold Rush.
And out of nowhere, Gia done lost her mind. I was like, what?
Yeah, my Southern comes out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not from the South.
No.
But somehow it comes out. Maybe in a past life I was Southern.
Maybe.
Because it comes out. And, she lost her damn mind. I couldn't believe and everybody in chat was like, oh, why are they picking on Gia? And I was like, because Gia's trying to mount Danica, and Danica's the queen. You don't mess with the queen. And then I start thinking, I was like, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why does it Harper when she's in heat, Gia when she's in heat? Why do they all go after Danica?
I don't know.
What is it about because they've gone and lost their minds.
Yep. That's it. The hormones get to them and they just go crazy. So we have Nico. We have no idea why the clock falls. The bungee cord that holds it pops off, I guess.
It's got to be a cat.
I'm thinking it's a cat, but they went back and watched and said it wasn't.
Nothing?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so who knows? But
I don't know.
Yeah.
So the moderators are giving you a lot of content to go watch after Q&A.
Yeah, later. Yep. Yeah. No, numbers are down. They're all going to watch right now.
Don't leave us now.
So we have Oh, look.
You got a question from Or no, a comment from the Facebook.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, I just saw one. You skipped it.
Where'd it go?
Right there.
Oh yeah, look at that. We got to go do soon over here too.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
Well, Annette Laura Lewis Campbell.
Wow.
Yeah, they got to go do soon.
Well, you're in the right place.
What are we at now? Like, today's the 16th. I don't know what that means, but.
Yeah. That means we're like 50 to where's our timer?
Ann will tell us.
Ann will tell us how much time till the first girl goes into her window.
I just know it's Greta. Greta, Rainey, and then I lose it. I don't know. But Greta and Rainey are first.
Yeah.
And then it was supposed to be Charlotte, but Charlotte's not actually pregnant.
Yeah. Here's one I think popped up here. Let's see what we got going on.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Judy, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of. Okay. Goats can definitely, especially in a mild winter like we're having, they can definitely come into heat in January. We just don't see it very often because we get our curls bred early, and usually our babies that we keep from the year before, they don't really have strong heat cycles. So what are you typing?
Just keep going.
Oh, okay.
I have to work.
Yeah, well, Carol's, you have to work as if I'm over here doing nothing.
I just have to do, I should have done this stuff before.
Yeah, you should have.
That's the challenge.
Okay, so Carol's question, I'm just going to say it out loud because, you know, you're too busy to go and pop it up on the fancy screen.
Okay, I'll pop it up.
Oh, but you can pop that up. Okay. Carol's question will have to be read verbally. How are the girls doing without the pools? To me, they seem fine. So we actually commented about that last night, too. We took the pools out. You paying attention?
I'm finding her question to pop it up. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, we were talking about the pools being gone and the barn looks so big now.
It does. Look, it was getting a little cluttered. The pools were getting a little broken.
Yes.
And
a couple have to go.
I know.
Don't send more. We still have one in the Ace Hardware that
I still have to pick it up. Listen, I'm trying to not go out.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So I wonder how long they hold it for.
I don't know because it's still there. It's been like 2 months.
No, it has not.
Okay, maybe not that long. Maybe not that long.
I noticed though after you mucked out that they really weren't laying in them. So I'm like, well, if you're not going to lay in them, then I'm going to take them and put them in storage. And no, they don't seem to be laying in them. So I don't think they miss them, to be honest.
No, I don't think they do. And when we're trying to sleep and all we hear is goats walking in the pools, not so good. Especially with kidding season coming, we don't need them in the way. So they're out for now. And that they're in storage actually over in the rabbit section, which brings up a good question from Amy, not Amy. Look at that question. So I have like half the screen. My little bubble. Well,
are you going to make me read it?
Yeah, go for it. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go turn off my best mod ever scroll.
Okay,
while
Amy, not Amy. That. This is going to be a question. Have y'all thought about expanding the side of the barn in order to make more room for future kidding stalls?
Yes. It'd only be one. Not expanding the barn, like taking a wall down and expanding.
We already did that.
We did that once.
That's where the rabbitry is.
Right. Expanding because we're lower on rabbits now, expanding that area to maybe make one more stall. Right. Is what we're looking at. Possibly.
Right now we would only be able to fit that one more stall, which considering not everybody took this year, we don't need.
Right. We're not gonna with the FEMA trailer temporary stall setup. We won't need it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We can
10.
Go to 10, right?
We can go to 10. We're only going to need 9.
Right, we're going to be fine.
Right? Like that's the number.
We're going to have 6 down that row. 4 plus 2 FEMAs is 6. I gotcha.
Just leave your hands
plus
over
2
there?
in the back is 8. And then 1 over there. We'll do an L.
I'll be over here.
Okay. You off frame? You're off?
No.
I'll still find you, though. You're right there.
At least I'm safe over here from your elbows and your flying hands in my face.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jeez. No, you're not going to get hurt.
Really? Because you already elbowed me and it hurt. Apparently I'm fragile.
Oh, this is a good one. Look at that. I'm kind of wondering what's in her folder, Chris. Okay. I want you to know I have a folder of all my favorite Syman Says Farms videos. First of all, I didn't know you knew how to. I don't even know how to make a folder. Oh my God, is this on YouTube? Or did you like download or screenshot?
You can make a playlist.
You can make your own playlist of other people's stuff?
Yes, I do it. I have my own piano one that I listen to, and I play it all the time. And it's my own playlist. It's private. You
guys should all put last Monday's video in your favorite playlist and watch it every Monday.
Okay.
That was a Monday video. Remember the Geo one where everybody thought Geo was sick, but she wasn't?
That was going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. My watch just vibrated and told me to move. It did. It told me,
my
hey,
watch tells me
hey, lazy, time to move.
Throw it across the room. Yeah. All right. Okay. Lori Coleman had a good question.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we can do that too. Claudia had a good question. What? Liz, you're gonna have a birthday party for Moo. So, she's gonna cry with you.
She's gonna be fun. Keep going.
Birthday party, I don't know, but we definitely need to. Okay, this was my question, but apparently it's Stella's moment. Let's not take Stella's moment away from her.
Hang on. La cucaracha. Okay, we're done. Sorry. She didn't like that. She didn't like that song.
No, because she likes like Justin Timberlake. Move that body.
Okay. That's good. Get back to your question.
Shake that body.
She's like, give me my bone back, guys.
No, this is what she said. I'm bringing sexy back.
Oh my God!
Justin Timberlake? No. Okay.
No. Okay, goats. Remember
what
that's
were we talking about? For? This is the perk to Claudia's question being up on the screen. Are you gonna have a birthday party for Moo?
We don't know yet.
So I think we should either do a birthday party because she has her own birthday soap now.
She does.
If you all haven't seen it, you still need to go over onto my Instagram soap page because it's really cute. It's a confetti soap, and I've called it Sassy and 6 because Moo's turning 6. But yeah, so we'll either do a baby shower or a birthday party. I haven't decided yet. I am taking suggestions. So what games we should play.
Oh,
I don't think we should play the pop the balloon in our belly game again.
No.
Because I felt that for a while.
We also, with COVID, cannot invite other people. So we have to...
I forgot about that part.
Yeah. So we can't really do much, guys. And I'm not running around like an idiot.
Why not? It was hysterical. A Moo Fiesta.
That's true.
A Moo Festa. Oh.
A Moo Festa. Did somebody write that, or did you just go over that?
No, Connie said a Moo Fiesta, and I said a Moo Festa.
Oh.
Well, I mean, every once in a while, like when she gets real big and pregnant, I call her Mufasa. She's huge.
I totally typed this wrong, so you got to give me a minute.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to help people out.
Oh, Shirley B has a question. Can you feel the babies yet? I had a very exciting moment yesterday in the barn. And Greta is the only one I'm really trying on because she is the most tolerant. And if you watch me try to feel her babies, she isn't very tolerant. But yet she is the most tolerant of all of them. So I think I might have actually felt a little flutter yesterday. It must be confirmed. It must be confirmed while on the milk stand.
We need a new keyboard. It did it again.
Well, you know, it is wireless, and I'm wondering when the last time you changed the batteries.
Oh, gosh, years ago.
So there's your answer. Okay, so I think I saw a question, but it didn't have a big red question mark. So if you are new or you're here from the Facebook, it's my nickname for it, try to find a question mark or a big exclamation mark emoji and throw it in the front and the back of your question, just in case the back of your question gets cut off on our screen. That way we can easily pick through what is just like commentary and what is a question.
And we do try. We were talking about this the other day, especially the fact that we just committed to 11 weeks in a row of Saturday Q&As at 6 o'clock.
Yes, we did.
Don't know if you guys knew that, but put it in your calendar.
We're here every Saturday night at 6.
Every Saturday night at 6. Now, disclaimer.
Fine print time.
Fine print. We have 4 kids, a farm. We could an hour before that be like, no, it's not going to happen. Now, we'll try not to do that. Right.
We know y'all get excited.
We know that. And schedules make people comfortable, you know. I mean, Jake is one, for example. Everything's got to be scheduled.
He's a big one.
He's a big one. Me, on the other hand, don't schedule anything.
If you throw a monkey wrench in his routine.
Yeah.
That throws him.
So with that said, we committed to it. We put it in the calendar on the website. It's up there. It's there for 11 weeks, which puts us right to the Saturday before we hopefully open for Goat Snuggles in the spring, because the April 3rd is the first Saturday, and I did not commit to one that day because we know we're going to be outside all day with in-person Goat Snuggles. It's depending on what happens with COVID and all that kind of stuff.
We're really excited to start those back up.
Right.
Well, virtual snuggles will happen regardless because there's no COVID safety risk there.
Right, and the weather will get nicer, and we'll go back to those. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Where's Liz's drink? Yeah, I stopped doing that.
And she told me she didn't want one. Yeah, she did. It was like her New Year's resolution or something. No alcohol.
It's it's the whole thing. Like, I'm trying to lose some weight.
Yeah.
And
wine
drinking.
Helps.
No, actually.
Wine will help you lose weight. It could. Oh, look,
wine makes me hungry. Actually, it doesn't. Wine or any kind of drink. Like, well, yes, no, it makes me hungry. That. And then I'm like, I make poor life choices.
Poor life choices.
Food choices.
So wait a second. And I think I remember this one time.
Yes, the night we met, I met you. And I was drinking a lot.
Poor life choice. Great. Thanks.
I thought that's where you were going with that.
No, that is not where I was going with that.
Actually, Val NC has a very valid point. We should... Vodka is very low carb, and it's actually keto.
That's what Rob said.
Mm-hmm. But I like the flavored kind.
That can be low carb and keto too.
Okay. So what am I supposed to do? Shots?
Why not? I mean, that'll less calories, less volume. Okay. No, this is not.
Oh my God! I almost got hit in the face.
No, you didn't.
I felt the breeze barely hit my eyelashes.
Oh my God! She's not going to survive this hostage takeover for 14 days. Of nobody's allowed to leave the house after I just bought 5 gallons of milk. Yeah. Yes, that's how many gallons I need to get through 2 weeks.
Only good. No. You hid the other 3 gallons. So
I hid all 5.
So if you don't, that's only going to last Jake 5 days.
I'm telling you, that kid will drink a gallon of milk a day if I don't slow him down.
5 days, 5 gallons.
And there is studies shown that if your teenagers drink milk, they stink. Our teenagers stinks.
It's true.
So it's true.
Oh, by the way, my drink's right here, but it's like
it's water.
Water and Mio.
So I was trying to say earlier, for those new people, or even for the people that are here now, again, we try to answer as many questions as we can, to the point where we got 2 monitors here full of question marks. I could see them all over the place.
Well, we
try, but we also want to give you a proper answer. So it's possible you might ask a really good question that requires a decent answer. And then this monitor over here that shows about 50 lines of chat
still goes.
It still goes, but then your question's off and we don't know where it is and we might miss it. Please do not spam us with the same question over and over again.
Well,
but we're talking about possibly bringing, especially during kidding season, when we'll have to go like slow mode and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Possibly bringing back if you have a question for their Q&A on Saturday, say a baby's born on Thursday, and we all know everybody like, what happened? How come you had to go in and help? Blah, blah, blah. Like all those questions.
Yeah.
Email them so we have time to read them and think about them over Thursday, Friday, boom. And then that Saturday Q&A, because we haven't slept in 4 days, might literally be 20 minutes of just answering email questions.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm committing to 11 weeks in a row, but there might be some of those Q&As that are like literally, all right, guys, thanks for coming to this Q&A. We haven't slept in 3 days, blah, blah, blah. The babies are fine. Da, 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 da. We got like 8 questions we're going to go through. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Da, 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 da. And it's a 15-minute on the couch so we could go sleep. That's kind of the plan during kidding season.
I'm just letting you know, if I haven't slept in 3 days, I'm not having a Q&A.
Okay. I'll be here. I'll say hello.
It's not like, I need a moment.
No, I get it.
And then when things have calmed down and I can give the time and the energy that is deserved, then I'll be here answering all the questions.
Yeah.
Just saying.
My point is all the Q&As won't be 2 hours when we start getting into March. Yeah.
No, I just don't want to gyp somebody out on their question that they've been wanting to.
Of course. That's why we might go to email later.
Possibly.
Just follow along.
Okay.
Which one are you going to read up there? You got one?
Okay. Mandy S. asked the question, does the headbutting hurt the babies? So goats have a completely different skull than like you and I have. And it's really thickened right here at what we would call their poll, but also like what I would call their forehead. So when they headbutt, no, it's in their basic natural instinct to headbutt. That's a form of communication. It's a form of hierarchy, like determining who is higher up in the goat totem pole, right? You got your queen all the way down to your peasants, her servants. And every goat in our herd has a place. So you'll see the goats in very close on the totem pole. So like,
what the heck happened to you?
Okay, well, that was different. She's panting.
Why are you panting?
She's like, this sweatshirt's too tight. I can't breathe.
Could be what it is.
This blanket is hot. The lights are hot. The sweatshirt's hot. I'm hot.
But give me my bone back.
But give it back to me. I wasn't done with that. So yeah, you'll see that goats who are really close in that hierarchy. So somebody like the top 2 or the top 3 goats in the herd, or like the middle 3 or the bottom 3, they will be the ones that argue with each other. It's very rare, unless you're Gia and you're in heat, that you're going to go from like one of the bottom goats all the way up to the top goat, because the headbutting is like them trying to not battle, but battle for position within the herd. But no, it doesn't hurt. If it did hurt, I would assume that they'd stop. And every once in a while, I see that the headbutting has gone just a little too far, and they get these like little abrasions on the top of their heads from where the softer part of their skin, not that hard part, their bone, like there's no meat under this bony part, but the top part of where their horns would grow, that's where they headbutt sometimes, and you'll get like this chafing that turns into a little mild abrasion.
Yeah, I think
Greta had one yesterday.
Yeah, somebody had one yesterday. I was just gonna say
they must have been having words. But yeah, it happens. But no, it's completely normal behavior. It really does bother like you and me more than it bothers them, just because we're looking at it like how badly would it hurt right now if I headbutt you with my head.
No, let's test it.
No. I'm already having issues with your arms and your elbows flying over into my zone. And now your head's going to come flying.
It's a no-flying zone?
It's my quarantine bubble over here. You stay over there. I stay over here.
Oh, man.
Oh, did you guys see there's a COVID thing where it's like an upside down mesh, like Jake's or the laundry basket that I don't like because it's mesh and it's like collapsible. Do you know what I'm talking about right now? The blue laundry hamper that is mesh, but it's collapsible. And I hate it because you put something in and it collapses on itself.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. They make something that looks very similar, but it's meant to go and put over your head. And then you put your arm out this side and your arm out this side. And instead of it being mesh, it's plastic.
Oh.
I also assume.
And so you're inside a bubble. Your whole body is essentially inside a bubble.
You could wear a mask. Okay, and put this thing over your whole body, and it sits over on your shoulders, and you put your arm through the holes, right? And it's 360-degree plastic. And I'm like, how do you breathe in it? There are like larger hole cutouts for like, I guess, different size. You want to go find a
I'm gonna try
keep
talking. I'm gonna look, see if I can find it.
We aren't gonna find this anytime soon. I thought it was hysterical. I'm going to get one. That way nobody else.
You're going to get one.
Okay, hold on. Your pee just went pee.
This keyboard is dead.
Okay, personal protective equipment. PPE.
I don't
Personal
know.
COVID bubble. Oh my God, there it is.
That's it?
Doesn't it look like a laundry basket?
Hang on, guys.
No, it's that one. It's right there.
We will find it.
Okay, it's not that one. No, it's that one that she's sitting at the desk.
Hang on.
It's the one that she's sitting at the desk.
All right, give me a second.
Oh my God, this is hysterical. I don't think anybody's paying attention anymore.
Okay.
We lost them, Aaron. We've lost them.
Okay. Screen 1. Oh, share screen 2.
No, you want to share screen 1.
Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Maybe we're sharing.
We might be sharing.
Where are we sharing?
We are sharing. They can see it.
You can see us.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. No,
maybe not.
We don't want to remove it.
No, okay, so it's still,
okay.
Ah!
What in the world just happened?
Oh, it's because.
Oh, now we can see it.
Right, exactly.
So remove us.
So we need to go to this one.
No, remove us.
Okay, hang on, guys. We're trying to figure
Don't mute us.
Add to stream. They're like, what did he just do?
Wow. Oh. Okay. Well, there's.
Can they see it?
I don't know. There's bubbles. It's the middle one. That one, right?
It's that one. Yeah. No, that one right there. I don't know if they can see that, but they.
Okay. Well,
but there it is.
Did you see it?
The personal bubble right there. That is very interesting.
Last thing I heard was "Don't mute us." Great.
Oh no. Okay.
Get rid of it.
Stop sharing.
Stop sharing. Did y'all see it?
I don't know if they saw it.
And I don't even know. Okay, well, they saw it because Queen Bee says that's hilarious. What a contraption.
Yeah. So they saw it, but they didn't hear us.
I don't know if you heard us. Yes, it's very funny. If y'all we're muted. She goes, we're mutes.
We're not muted right now.
Okay,
good.
Okay.
No. So it literally warned me that said when you go to share this, having two screens is easier. Well, my second screen's running the chat, so I couldn't handle it. Yeah, that was exciting.
Well, I thought it was hysterical.
Next time on
oh my God, we should get one for the next one. Be like week 2 in quarantine.
No, I am not buying one of those. It's not
if my test comes back positive, I'm totally buying one. What are we doing? Why are we doing that?
I don't know, because it's just fun.
It wasn't a blooper.
It's there. It's fun.
Stella had to leave.
Stella left. She
left.
Stella, come back. Come here.
Oh, I haven't done her potty in a while.
Yeah, when was the last time you let her out? Come on. She's your dog.
Oh,
Stella, come on.
Please come here, my belly belly. She needs help. This outfit is restricted.
All right, you got to get
mobility.
that. She's sweating. You got to get that off her. Let's get back to
to
the question. I saw one here about Harper.
Okay, well. Oh, our mouths are moving differently than the audio. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Now your mouths don't match the audio. Let's do something. Just throw up one of those.
Okay, let's
Thank you very much things. And then maybe we'll come back with our mouths moving too.
Thank you very much.
Okay, how about now?
Okay, you got to give it a minute.
Well, did it fix it?
I don't
You have
know.
to test it.
No idea.
Okay. Well. Ow.
We're waiting to see. It's better now.
It matches. I see mouth. Mouth are good, Aaron.
I see mouth are good. It's okay with me.
Okay,
it's good. Okay,
Perfect.
that works. All good. So now we know if that ever happens again.
We just do
throw Quinn and Olivia up,
and
they fix it.
They fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So back to Harper.
Another question?
Yeah, Harper.
Oh,
something. So Chris West wants a Harper baby, but Harper's not pregnant, or at least we don't think Harper's pregnant.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So
Harper's our surprise.
Her blood work came back positive, but then when we went to go confirm her pregnancy and maybe see if we could count how many babies, we couldn't find babies. Right. So she was still early enough in that pregnancy that finding babies could have been hard, especially because Dr. Kara was having a hard time finding babies at day 47.
Right.
And Harper was only in that day 37 mark.
Right.
So, and 10 days does make a big difference. So I'm just going to remain hopeful, but not like, I'm not going to tell you Harper's pregnant because, last we heard she wasn't.
Right.
Now, I will say Harper is one of those goats that is a screamer when she comes into heat. And as you can see, Gia has come back into heat.
Yeah, and Harper.
And Poppy has come back into heat. But Harper hasn't. And Harper's also the one who harasses Danica when she comes back into heat. It's not like she's one of those quiet ones like Charlotte, who I haven't seen come back into heat, even though she's not pregnant.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Hashtag I agree. I don't know if I spelled agree right. I don't think I did.
Oh, what was it? I missed it.
I was agreeing to Jan O.H. I had her question up on the screen. Or her comment.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And then I tried hashtag I agree, but it didn't work because it took her comment away. So
I think it was that she thinks I need a drink.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I think I need to lose a couple pounds. I'm trying to desperately.
Okay, what's going on here? I don't think this is a question.
Remembering Moo pick at the feeder last year, 3 basketballs worth.
Oh, I do remember that picture.
She was huge.
She was huge.
Moo is not as big this year as she was last year at this time. And it's got me a little concerned, only because maybe she doesn't actually have 3 in there, but maybe one just isn't Roman. Because Roman was like 90% of her stomach last year.
Yeah.
Being almost 10 pounds as Roman a triplet. Holy goodness.
She left and then came back and fell asleep.
Yeah, well.
She was like, I was trying to go nap time, guys.
Maybe it's heat exhaustion.
So Pickle asks if we can put Gia near her ma so that the Togs leave her alone.
Like a separator? No.
That's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea. All you're really doing is prolong. You're now creating an issue where now mom and daughter have to be reintroduced into the herd. And that creates all sorts of drama. Plus, Genevieve didn't do anything wrong to deserve a timeout.
Right.
Exactly. And she's pregnant and she's got her own friends and family that she wants to stay close to. Gia's not doing anything right now that would tell me she's putting her life at risk. And she's not using all of her brain cells that her mother and father gave her. But
her brain cells did not come from her dad.
This is true.
This is very true.
As in most cases.
Oh, stop it. You are ridiculous.
Come on. Oh, stop it. Frowny. Fake frowny face.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Chris West here.
Okay.
Did you read the question?
This is news to me. When did
I'm going to answer it with a feature. Hashtag fake news. The vet did not come out. No. So I don't know where that came from, but no, Chris. The vet did not come out.
The last time the vet was here was when Dr. Lindsay came to just confirm the blood work pregnancy girls.
Right. Yep.
So Greta got an ultrasound and Charlotte was re-ultrasounded. I don't know. And Rainey was ultrasounded. And just to confirm, along with Harper, that their blood work, we wanted to be able to see if we could count some babies to know, are they singletons? Are they twins? Help us give us an idea of how we're supposed to feed them towards the end of the pregnancy.
Right. Yeah. So no, the vet hasn't been here in a while. Now she needs to come back out, right?
She does need to come back out.
Right.
And that is for the girls' prenatal shots.
Yeah.
So that'll include their yearly rabies shot that they get. Not just them, but the whole herd needs their rabies shot. That will also include their CDT and BOCI, which is like a mineral that they need. We're selenium deficient in all of New England.
Speaking of selenium deficient, does our loose mineral provide the selenium? We need to get more. I think we
are officially out of loose mineral. I think we are everywhere.
Yeah. And there's one more place I can look.
I looked in the garage already. If that's the place.
Did you look on that brown shelf behind the red door?
No.
Because sometimes shelf
so I gotta check there.
There might be some.
I thought I hit up that spot for House of Pie one time. But yeah, we're officially out of loose mineral, so I gotta get to like Tractor Supply and get some more.
Yeah, well you can't. We're in 14-week lockdown.
Oh shoot.
I
forgot about that.
Where's Liz's drink? No idea. Still can't find it.
Listen, I have a drink. You just didn't tell me what I had to put in it. Right now it's just water.
No, unfortunately, I still did not fix the pillow. So in our brand new studio,
our studio now has character.
Still broken pillow right here on my.
All right. So speaking of shots, and I'm skipping. I know I'm skipping. And
okay? So let's explain. I'm trying to keep up. Follow.
It's just we were talking about.
She has
shots.
live over there, so go ahead and I'll look for something else.
You ever get that tickle in your ear where you're like, and it gives you a shiver?
By the way, I think I need new batteries in both of these devices because my mouse keeps jumping all over the place. Go ahead.
Okay. Rosemary asked, speaking of shots, are you going to get the COVID vaccine? This is always a topic of debate. What do you think?
Yeah. Once it's my turn, I'll get it because by then. I'm like last in line.
I'm even further behind you.
Right. So yeah, no, I'll get it, but
because you're over 40. I'm not even over 40 yet. Right. So they're like, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, honey. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be so long by then, and there'll be like 8 companies. Johnson and Johnson, I think, is about to. They make baby soap. What are they doing making vaccines? But yeah,
they make.
I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Oh, God. and if they figured out how to make soap that doesn't make your eyes tear, I bet you they can make a good vaccine.
Okay, so I'm not going to even get into all of the crap you just said, but just so you know, the no-tear Johnson & Johnson soap isn't actually soap. Newsflash.
That's true.
If it's not made with lye, it's not
to you.
soap.
Right.
It's detergent.
Oh.
I'm just saying, I know a little bit about soap.
Yeah, Jake tells us the other day. Jake, did you shower today? No, we ran out of soap. Whoa. Wait a second. In this house, you ran out of soap?
This is hashtag fake news.
Right. I'm like, he goes, no, I meant the kind for my hair. I'm like, you could use mom's soap in your hair.
Well, I mean once or twice. It's not pH balanced for hair, so don't go and do it. But he has really oily hair, so maybe he could get away with it for a longer.
Right. But it was like, oh, that was funny. I'm like, you ran out of soap in this house? It's not happening. So yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so here goes the debate about, and I don't like talking politics. This is breaking our rules.
Well, you're talking science and medication, not politics.
I know, but there's a little bit of a political component to the vaccine, unfortunately. Yeah. So Maureen made a valid point. She's eligible, but she's not getting it until it's truly FDA approved, and my doctor tells me to.
Right.
So you know what? I think that's smart. If your doctor is saying you don't need it and not recommending it for you, then don't take it. I always go and preach for, go and talk to your doctor who knows you best. Other than you, your doctor is going to know what's best for you medically.
Right.
So
that's a good one to leave up while you talk. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that, it is what it is.
Yeah. That's it.
I think we all just need to do what's right for ourselves, and that's going to look different between me and you,
of course,
versus somebody else.
Funny story about that while we're on the vaccine. I talked to my dad the other day.
Oh yeah, this is funny.
And he doesn't watch us live, so I'll talk about him. He goes, I was on the phone with my doctor, and I asked, when can I get the COVID vaccine? And to make a long story short, my dad actually has a pacemaker. Mm-hmm. Right? He has a pacemaker. He's had X amount of heart attacks. Like he's Iron Man basically.
But he is a little bionic.
Yeah, he's a little bionic.
Like a hip replacement.
He's got a fake hip, a fake knee, and a pacemaker. Like
the grandkids tell him that he's pretty much half robot now.
He's half robot, so it's like a internal family joke. Mm-hmm. So he's technically considered high risk. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, doctor, and he's turned 70 this year. He goes,
well, he's turning
70 this year. He goes, when can I get my vaccine? And the doctor goes, oh, you still got time. We're working with the old people. And he goes, wait a second. I am old. And she goes, no, we're in the 90s. That's where we're working with the 90-year-olds. He goes, this is the first time I was called young in like 20 years. I'm kind of happy, so it's just a funny story. So
yeah, it was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. Yeah. So that's my vaccine story there for you.
All right.
Let's see if you got some. All right, hang on. Here's one from Allison.
Okay. Oh, yes. I did see this question come by earlier. So I've heard what sounds like coyotes a couple times from the House of High Cam. Are you worried about the bucks when they are around? Okay. Yes and no. I think anything is possible any time of the day when the goats are outside, not just at night. So I worry about the goats all the time when they're out in their field. And, we've got our neighborhood Facebook page that we have. And if somebody says, oh, hey, bear spotting, or last week it was a fisher cat spotting. Yes, I worry. I worry about the chickens. I worry about the ducks. I worry about them all anytime a predator is in the area. So you are hearing coyotes, and they do sound very close and very scary. And it is alarming that you can hear them on that cam, because that volume isn't up very high, which means they have to be really close for that microphone to pick them up. but we are getting a lot. I hear them all the time now. I feel like the pack is moving closer and closer.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the camera to try to figure out where they're coming from. And to be honest, we're pretty close to the road. I wouldn't expect them in the road, but maybe they would.
Yeah, but we've got a big chunk of land.
That's true. Right across the street, we have like 100 acres of undeveloped land.
And behind House of Pie in the pond.
Yep.
Huge chunk of land.
Yep.
And then we've got cornfields and hay fields.
Yeah, we have.
I
almost on all 3 sides of us, we have 100 acres.
Oh.
If you think about it.
Easily.
Undeveloped, I'm talking. No houses. Across the street, there's about 100.
There's that other
There's actually about 60. And then behind us, there's only about 30. But then if you go the other way behind us, there's like 100 back that way.
Well, and then over near Scott, where we get our hay from, he's got over 100.
Yeah, if you go that way.
But if you talk about a pack's acreage that they cover, yeah, that's a lot.
It's basically that triangle around our house.
Yeah. So we usually hear them back near I would say like Way Road. We hear them.
Yep.
Coming from that area, but they're definitely active. So, I mean, do I worry about the boys? Yes and no. They have a tall fence. They are boys. They are sandwiched between pretty much 3 buildings. Yeah. And if you want to talk about like a neighbor, now you've got 4 and 5 buildings. Yeah. And they're really close to our house. So, I mean, they'd have to be really ballsy. Yeah. Really ballsy. Plus, they're a very similar size. I'm not saying that coyotes won't go near goats, because they will, but they're not babies, Yeah, they're big and they're going to fight back.
Yeah, and the coyotes are known to go after goats that are small. They're not known to go after an animal bigger than them.
Well, they'll go after a deer, but that's where they win, because that goat or that deer is on the run.
Right.
And that's when they win.
So here's one for you.
And Lori, would Gia go out of heat if she was put in the teenage barn? No.
Yeah.
Nope. Because look at Pops. Pops comes into heat. Pops comes into heat regularly every 18 to 21 days too. Yep. It's not triggered by having a male around. It's just like, you don't need a man. Well, okay. You don't need a man to have a cycle. It's the same thing with chickens. Chickens don't need a rooster to lay eggs. I don't need you hanging around, although it'd be helpful if when I was cycling, you weren't hanging around. Oh. But I don't need a man to cycle. And, neither do
chickens. I remember that conversation every time when I worked in the corporate world. Okay, wait a second. How does this work? Like, a chicken lays an egg every day, and I'm like, all right, ready? This is how it works. And then I just went it. The chicken can lay the egg every day. It's a cycle. It's a 24-hour cycle. Human females have a 28 to 30-day cycle.
Chickens, they're keeping count as how many zingers I give you.
What are we up to?
3. Ouch, okay. Number 3, just counting.
Yep. Thanks. Everybody's following along. My mouse is dead. Oh my God. I'm done.
Get back to your corporate world chicken.
Oh yeah, so it's just trying to explain it now. That if the rooster does his job,
now they're fertile.
The eggs come out fertile, and then 21 days later they turn into chickens. And in the chicken world, the rooster can do his job, and for about 5 days, right?
Heavens!
What happened?
She farted.
Okay, for about 5 days. I mean, that's a fart face right there. Oh my God!
It's like aiming right at me.
Yeah, so the rooster can do his job, and for about 5 days, I think I'm trying to help. She's not going to listen to my conversation.
They're listening.
I'm asking you.
I didn't know I was part of this. Okay. What was the question?
Somebody help! Somebody help me.
What was the question?
I need a new host.
Yeah, you're fired. Get out.
Zinger number 4.
Oh, 4 and 5 apparently.
Yeah. All right, so for about...
I don't know, what did I do?
Okay,
4 or 5?
So if a rooster mates with a chicken, a hen, for how many days are those eggs coming out fertile?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, 14. See, I was wrong. I said 5 days, 8 times, and she had no idea what I was talking about.
Because I was being poisoned by gas. What are you doing to me?
Oh, my God, we're so done. We're so done. Nobody's sticking around They're leaving. I can tell they're all leaving.
Oh, Rosemary's trying to make this all roses over here. She didn't fart. She just
let's answer Allison's
kisses with her butt.
Allison's question's been on the screen for like 10 minutes. Allison's probably sitting there like he accidentally clicked my question. They're not going to answer it.
No, we're getting there.
That's what he was saying.
We're getting
there. She's
there.
like, they're so distracted. Aaron's drunk off one beer, which I'm not.
And I'm not. This is just me.
Okay, Allison's question, please.
I'm living my authentic
about
self.
Fluffy Amy.
Okay, Amy's always fluffy. Okay, I've noticed Amy is very fluffy this year, even bigger than Moo. Was she this big last year? Amy is big bones. I will say, no, she is.
She is. Amy's one of our biggest goats. Huge. Yeah.
Amy, not pregnant, going into her pregnancy, was pushing 175, 180 pounds. She's huge. So, yeah, she's carrying some babies in there this year. But she was only ultrasounded as having twins. Insider information here. If Amy has triplets, we are supplementing one of them.
Yeah.
Amy doesn't make enough milk to provide for 3 babies. So if a third baby comes out of her this year, okay.
This is a good one.
Okay. Can they get a rabies shot when pregnant? Yes. Actually, that is when we do it because it covers the baby.
Yep. So the baby just got a rabies shot.
So like basically. Gia hasn't had a rabies shot yet because she's covered under mom.
Right. But Gia got her baby shot in utero last year.
That's kind of what I meant.
That's what we're trying to explain.
That's what I meant. Gia got immunity through the placenta when Genevieve got her yearly booster shot while in that last month of pregnancy.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to clarify for those that might have showed up late.
Okay.
Did I miss something? Why are you in COVID quarantine? First of all, we've been trying to quarantine since March of last year.
Well, we've been taking it easy and doing a lot of less traveling, less exposure to the public.
I don't think Jake has physically left. Oh, no, he did. We went to Grandpa's once.
He goes for car rides, but he doesn't really get out of the car.
Right, exactly. So, and then over the last couple days, there might have been a COVID exposure within our quarantine
Which
crew.
I actually didn't know.
We didn't know.
We were exposed until after I got my COVID test this morning. I made an appointment just because I was feeling run down.
Right.
I've been working out, but I have a lot of stress right now.
The website's driving her crazy. Basically.
Website stuff. I'm having anxiety over our pretty much branding. It's all branding. It's how do I get my fancy soaps to you guys and have it look like it's fancy. And it's all the stuff.
Of course you're not. Oh, sorry.
Now who's not paying attention?
Your mom. Heck, I'm not even eligible yet for the vaccine. Of course you're not. You're young.
She's not.
She's just funny. That was funny, huh? Sorry.
Okay. Back to my story.
Back to your story.
So anyway, it turns out, big long story, that I just decided, you know what? I think I'll sleep better at night knowing if I'm feeling run down. I even had a little bit of congestion and sneezing, which obviously, I mean, it could have been anything, but in a global pandemic that we're living with lately, your mind starts racing. And I was like, I'm just going to get the damn test. So I went down this morning, got a test. I have to wait
couple days.
3 to 5 days is what the turnaround is right now. Yeah. In the meantime, we were on the ride home, actually. We were made aware of a situation. And so we could have had some
possible exposure.
Well, it's low risk exposure.
It was outdoor distant exposure.
And everybody was wearing masks, but it's still exposure. We're not going to change anything. My test is going to remain the same. If you were exposed, so was I. I would test positive. It is what it is. Yeah. But in the meantime, while we don't know, we're just going to play it safe. I don't want to be part of the spread. So we are just going to take ourselves out of the population for the next 2 weeks.
Right.
And
buy 5 gallons of milk.
Be here. Yeah.
Don't worry, Grams. I borrowed your fridge for that one.
Yeah.
Don't tell Jake.
Honestly, nothing is really changing for anybody but you.
But me.
Because you've been the person to go out grocery shopping.
Right.
You don't know.
So I went grocery shopping today, even though we really didn't need to go grocery shopping.
Well,
I'm
just
like, all right,
to stock up and
I'm gonna go get bread, milk, eggs, and like a couple. We were out of cottage cheese, which, by the way, I don't eat cottage cheese. I didn't realize there were like 18 different types of cottage cheese when you go to the cottage cheese section. There's a.
Don't get me the reduced fat.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. And then I know
it's water.
That. So I know that. Don't get reduced fat or low fat. But then you go in the other ones, and they're like 2% fat. 4% fat.
I want the whole milk stuff.
They don't say whole milk on it. It's a pain. So I bought her like 3 different ones. I said, here you go. Here's a couple.
It's I'm not going to go into brands because we don't get paid for that.
Yeah. No.
Just kidding.
Here we go. I got just a funny one.
Okay.
From Facebook.
Okay.
$1 Million Man.
That's Angie's mom.
Hello, Angie's mom.
Yeah.
$1 Million Man. Was that Macho Man Randy Savage?
Macho.
Was he the $1 Million Man?
We must dance to that. Macho Man.
Okay, you're torturing her.
A macho man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, she's fine.
She's fine. She loves it. Right, Stella? You love it. She was like, I was half asleep.
She's half asleep. She was full asleep.
All right. Angie's mom. Bye-bye.
My poor thing.
All right. Where were we at? Have all the goats been...
We've lost.
Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
Have all the goats been good first-time moms? Yeah. All of them so far.
I'm trying to think, did we had a little trouble with... When you get a first-time mom, sometimes...
I don't know if you get socks that have words on the bottom. Oh, sorry.
Who was it that we were a little concerned with because she wouldn't let the baby nurse initially? Was it Rainy and Thunder?
I don't.
She would side hop, and we would have to just push her up against the wall, let him do his thing, and I think it was Rainy with Thunder. Harper was, to Lid's point, Harper is the newest mom when she had Bo last year. And this year it will be Grace. Grace will be our first time mom. So we'll see how she does. But she comes from a long line of great moms. So I'm not worried about her.
Yeah.
I did worry about Harper a little bit because she was just so anxious towards the end of her pregnancy.
Right.
But, hormones do weird things.
Yeah.
So
they do.
All right. I did see a question and I don't recall who asked it. Oh, it was Allison M. What happened when Moose escaped from his pen the other day?
Okay. So I'll get to that one.
We'll get to Happy 20s question
in a second. So Moose just butts his head against the gate and he unlatched it.
His neck exercises.
Oh, he puts his head there and just does this and lifts the gate up and down.
He's got this 4% milk fat is full fat cottage cheese.
It is. Oh, thank you. That's what I needed to know.
But the higher the number, you just buy it.
That's what I did. But I'm like, why does it just not say real cottage cheese on it?
Not reduced fat, low carb.
Right. No.
It's I love cottage cheese. And then I watched Dr. Pimple Popper last night.
Oh, that's gross. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was reconsidering my
cottage
dietary choices.
Yes.
There was some things that came out of that cyst. I think it was
it was gross. Yeah, no, Dr. Pimple Popper, no, that's not a fun one. Now, if you want to Google something fun to watch on YouTube, type in chiropractor. And you watch people crack other people. Oh my gosh, some of those look like their arms are going to, their head, neck's going to fall. I mean,
they were just decapitated.
And they crank the volume. Okay, back to what I hunt. So, deer. And I got none this year. Wow. 0. Struck out. So yeah, that's it. Hunt, crossbow in the backyard. That's it. I don't go to some state land or anything.
See, we have a bunch of Dr. Pimple Popper fans in the house.
We do.
Yes, I like watching Dr. Pimple Popper too. I am a popper. I love popping other people's stuff. Jake going through puberty has been one of the best things for me because I get
you got a pimple.
My poor thing. You stop. You can breathe. Calm yourself. What?
Oh, interesting. So this is not a question, but an update here. Go ahead. You could read that one.
Okay, so Nana T said it may be breeding season for coyotes, which is what they told us in Ohio. Oh, actually, that kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. Right?
It's a little late. I mean, deer were earlier, but yeah,
it
could definitely be.
It would be why I that would make sense as far as why they are so much more vocal. Now, the way that they are vocalizing, though, I assume is part of their hunting behaviors and pack behaviors, because they all start chattering and yipping after they've hunted and killed something, and then they're calling the rest of the pack that helped bring that animal down. They're calling each other to like celebrate and eat what they've gotten that night.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Randy really wants to hear about the ducks. He has asked.
Oh, I saw that. Sorry, Randy.
No. And Tina has said it too. So I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah. Specifically, what about the ducks? I will just go into details. We have 5 ducks now. We had 9. We processed 4 of them, and they were delicious. We've kept 4 females and 1 very, very handsome boy. He's huge. Actually, the laughing duck that Louise has her webbed feet print. Are you paying attention?
I was trying to find Randy's question, and this is what I found. I'm sorry, Randy. I couldn't find it. I was so far off. You're on real time. I'm delayed. I couldn't find it. I found this. Randy, we got you.
We got you.
The duck was yummy.
I don't think that's really what he was
saying. At what point, though? Okay, so we got 5
I was
left.
saying how
4 girls, 1 boy.
We have 4 girls, 1 boy. The boy is so sweet and so gentle. He's so cute, too, with his little quack, quack, quack. Because they actually quack, whereas, like, female ducks honk. Or I'm not really sure what the technical terms are for the vocalization differences. But there is a true, I do know that a true quack only comes from male ducks.
Got it. Okay.
Called drakes.
Drakes. That's good to know. Did you guys know that? Hashtag yes, no.
And then the females.
Yeah.
It's escaping my mind right now what the females are called. Anyway, the females do a true honking. That's who you hear when I tell them, go quack yourself in the morning, because she quacks at me. Anyway, that quacker, the huge one, she is nearly she's outsized the male. She's bigger, and that's not normal. The males are usually much bigger than the females. Hens? Drakes? No, I don't know if female ducks are called hens.
I don't know. We'd have to Google. Somebody Google it. Tina probably already did. I still have video content from back when we got the ducks that I never edited and put up. So unfortunately, at some point, we'll get duck content totally out of sync with what's going on in real world, but it'll come out eventually, like how to build a duck brooder or something like that. I think, like what type of duck, that type of thing.
Oh, well, now I feel stupid.
What happened? What are they called? Ducks?
Ducks.
That's it? Yes. They're called ducks.
This is why it's escaping my brain.
Females are literally called ducks.
So Eileen says.
Okay. So like if you have 1 deer or 5 deer, they're all called deer. That's it. Not deers.
No, you don't say deers. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah.
I probably should have known that before.
Yeah, interesting. So anyways, at what point will they start like laying eggs, breeding,
God,
all that?
I was just gonna say that. Oh, so I actually asked. No, female ducks are not drakes. No, this much I know. I know. Okay,
Mary C.
Males are definitely called drakes. Okay. So I asked Angie because she is kind of my duck go-to person.
Yeah.
And she don't really know a lot, but she has more.
I wonder if her mom's still in chat.
Let me continue my thought, though, because that sounded really bad. If you ended the sentence right there, it sounds terrible.
That was so good.
I was going to say, but she knows more than I do because she has more experience by about 5 months. Wow. Look at you go.
I'm gonna edit it.
Okay.
That's my LOL. That's what happened to my keyboard when I tried to type LOL. Because you just said Angie doesn't know anything.
I didn't say that. I said, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I said she doesn't know very much.
That was still funny.
And I meant about like, oh God, never mind. Just give me a shovel. I'll dig my own hole, climb in it, bury me, whatever. Okay.
Oh man, no.
She knows more about ducks than I do. Oh, great, Angie's here.
Oh, she's even here.
Wow, Liz. I can even hear her tone of voice. Wow, Liz.
Oh, she's here.
Can I go back to giving Angie is my duck go-to person because I don't even know that much. And I was just saying, oh my God, Stella saved me. Okay. So
you two over there, okay?
No, it's okay.
Okay, somebody asked a question earlier somewhere about us saving goats.
I was trying to get
goats.
to about the whole egg thing.
I just wanted to get that question out of the way.
Can I get back to my egg thing
Sure,
first?
get back to your egg thing.
Okay. So what I was saying was that I asked Angie the other day about like, well, shouldn't they be?
Let me have the dog.
No.
You're like talking with the dog. Okay, continue.
No.
Go ahead.
She's my emotional support animal during my very
stressful.
My anxiety stricken.
Threw your friend under the bus. Go ahead.
I can hear her in my head. Wow, Liz. So she came over and like, you know, she tries to tell me, first of all, my ducks are losing their feathers and like they're molting.
Yeah.
So none of them have a drake feather right now. Even my drake. Drake feathers are like the feathers that you can tell who's a boy and who's a girl. And back when we were processing them, I used that method as well as the pickup method. And if they honk, then they're a girl. And if they quack, they're boys. I used that method too. And so I put down all the ones that honked and picked up the ones that quacked and kept one that quacked and the rest honked. But now nobody has a drake feather because they're all losing their down feathers. Mm-hmm. They're molting. And it looks like every day I go out, it's like, oh my gosh, did somebody get the ducks? Like, are they all dead? Oh,
there's feathers everywhere.
Everywhere. In the goat paddock, they're everywhere.
Yep.
She goes, no, they molt out. They'll molt out even like their drake feather. I was like, oh, great. So now how do I tell if I like have more than one drake right now?
Right.
She's like, oh, it'll grow back, but it takes a really long time. And I was like, okay, well then what about eggs? Because I'm pretty sure at some point they're going to start laying eggs. We got them in August and they were only a couple days old when we got them. And we're like August, September, October, November, December, January. They're 5 months old.
Yep.
They should be laying like any moment. And then I was like, well, but it's winter and that whole light cycle, like chickens need over 12 hours or 15 hours of light a day in order to lay. And they're not getting that right now. So will they just start laying in the spring? And she's like, no, my duck is laying. So.
Okay. So at what age though?
Any second.
Got
5, 6 months old. Like they need to start pumping out some eggs. So.
And they lay an egg a day or every other day or something like that. I haven't researched all this. And then the ultimate question was, will those eggs fit in the octagon brooder?
Oh, so, well, maybe. We might need a lower rotator.
So I'll have to take a look. We have a brooder where we used to put the chicken eggs in and it like does its thing and then the chickens start hatching inside this like.
Well, and Angie.
Not brooder, incubator. Sorry, incubator. Yeah.
And Angie has a broody duck right now. So she's got fertile eggs sitting under the broody duck.
Oh.
She's not quite sure how far along they are, but
baby ducks.
She did find out that it's a 28-day incubation period. So it's about the same as chickens. And she might have some little ducklings.
So coming soon. All right, this question. So it popped up. I saw it. It was a good one to answer. Go.
Probably been asked, but but I've been watching lately. How long do the goats have left before giving birth?
She's not watching. Don't answer. No, I'm just kidding. Answer her question.
What?
She said she's been slack watching, meaning she hasn't been watching lately. I was just kidding.
It's totally fine. Let me get my handy calculator out and get you like an exact day.
She'll get you
for the first goat. So
hopefully you're still here.
Well, if not, it's recorded. You can go back and watch. Greta. Hold on. Here we go. I always say Greta, but it's really 3 of them that are all due on the same day. So it's Greta, Rainey, and Deandra are all 104 days pregnant today out of 150 days. So if we do the math, you want to do the math? It's 46 days left.
There you go. Under 50.
In 46 days, and that's plus or minus 5 days. So if they go a little early, we're pushing close to 40 days.
40 days.
Pushing.
Whew,
not quite.
It'll
go by. Oh, ha ha ha. I am watching now.
Ah,
that's what she said. She just said.
Good.
So she heard my answer.
Perfect.
So they're due in about 40 to 50 days. And everybody's real close this year. So if Harper is in fact not pregnant, everybody is due within less than 10 days. I think it's 7 days.
It's a 7-day window, right? No.
It is. It's exactly 7 days.
From due date to due date. On all 9 goats.
All 9 goats.
It's 7 days, right? So now add 5 to the front and 5 to the back. Add 10. That's 17-day window from the first day to the last day.
But if we're talking about an actual due date, because we don't want to confuse poor people, okay?
Oh, they know. They look at the calendar.
Which is confusing.
No.
If you just take them by their due dates, they're all due within 7 days.
Yep.
Now, if Harper, she throws a monkey wrench into the situation. If she's actually pregnant, she's 83 days pregnant, and she would be due around March 25th, which was Amy's due date last year.
By the way, I know I put a brand new battery in.
Actually, Amy's due date was not the 25th.
Oh, sorry. Almost blocked you.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No blocking. Okay, well, now that I don't see any question marks in chat.
KT is right.
What?
I should go get Luke and have him up here cuddling with me.
Well, you can't have Hazel because you don't do stairs.
So Hazel won't come up the stairs. And the problem with Luke is he'll sit here and then I'll move like this. This is how much I'll move. And he'll jump off the couch and knock everything over.
Yeah.
That's what Luke would do.
Yeah.
Yep.
True
story.
Yeah, he's kind of weird like that.
Yeah, he'll walk through the wires. He doesn't care.
He's a bull in a china shop, that one.
Plow it all over.
Excuse me. Just kidding. Okay, so Marcy asked, can you put Jenny in the closest birthing stalls in Gen Pop so Gia can see her? We are going to kind of play her needs by ear.
Right.
Now, Genevieve has been down this road before, and so has Harper and Greta when it was their turn to be big sisters. So I do know how Genevieve is really close, and like Jenny goes and supports Greta through the wall. If it works out that way, I don't want either one of them to be stressed. So if Gia is going to stress Genevieve out by being that close yet so far away, then I'm going to make it so that Jenny can't see Gia. And I might even have to do one step further and move Gia to House of Pie. It's all a play by ear. Mm-hmm. And it's an option. It's a good one too. One we didn't have before, last year.
So I'm only going to put this one up because I know the owner.
Okay. Oh.
Nice job, Jason. So he was in here as Jason earlier, my brother, and now he came back in as his Beam motivational coaching. Normally that would not be posted because that's like a little bit of a,
no.
Look at me.
No,
just kidding. So read that one.
But people post on as their farms all the time.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're right.
So don't be like that.
Okay.
Don't throw him shade.
Go ahead.
Who gets in whose way the most when the two of you work together in close places?
I get in her way all the time. All the time. I mean, you heard it earlier. Your arm, you're going to hit me in your face.
He has no body awareness, no spatial awareness. So
he's
got like elbows and this and that. And
so let's talk about that a little, right? As a business that we're trying to run here, which has a lot of moving parts, everything from video creation to video editing.
What is wrong with you?
She's
trying to get comfortable.
Okay,
Here, I'll make her hammock.
So design work, like all the photos and label making and website and stuff like that, we're actually not that close when we're all working. Like you make soap, I don't make soap with you. When we make lotion, the last 2 times we split up. You did something else while we made lotion.
I had more websites.
Yeah, she had website stuff
been like
to do.
The story of my life.
So we've gotten to the point where we're so busy and we've got so much going on that it's almost divide and conquer at this point.
I did mention the other day, specifically, my pillow's sideways.
Your pillow's
specifically, with
the whole time this has been sideways.
With a project that is one of those come together projects with making the pig pen.
Yeah.
And this is where the woman intuition is like, halt, not a good idea.
Yeah.
Right? You wanted to invite all the guys over and have a somewhat COVID safe, masks on, let's do a project. And I'm like,
outdoor working together. Yeah, that was just like a week ago. We were trying to possibly plan
I was
that.
like, I don't think that's a good idea. Not to mention I'm a little upset because these are projects you and I used to do together, and I wanted to be a part of that project and not get like, oh, well, you're too busy doing this, this, and this. Like, I want to take a break. And
right. And I agree. And that's where this question kind of sparked that conversation, that we don't do projects together that often. She does all the product photos on the website, all the website like category setup and all that.
Which, by the way, it got a big makeover this
Huge
week. If you haven't been there,
on the
I
website.
have actually helped you guys because I got this question too often. I'm sorry to
go ahead. No. Smart.
Sorry to derail you.
Very smart.
But I have helped you guys shop because I get this question all the time. Well, what do you have something that would go with like Jack Frost? I love that fragrance, but do you have a lotion that goes with that? And I'm like, well, yes, I do. The same exact fragrance is in Sleigh Ride as is in Jack Frost. New Beginnings, Rose Gold. They're the same fragrances. It's just back when I decided to use these fragrances in lotion, I get tied into using them to name them, right? And I get tied into having to keep that name because they're on labels. Whereas with soap, they're not on pre-printed labels. So I can kind of name them what I feel like they look like, which is where Jack Frost got the name.
Right.
Anyway, so on the lotion page, on the artisan soap page, I made a whole bundles page. There are bundles of
I think we're up to like 25, 30 bundles on the website now.
There's bundles.
It's more not
like gift
bundles. It's more just easier shopping experience bundles.
So they're all paired together. We have bundles that now include our dish soaps and the
soaps.
Dish.
Yeah, we don't make dish soap.
Oh.
Nobody's washing their dishes with our soap. I mean, you could if you want to. Go ahead. You'll just buy more. I meant
that wood dish.
There we go. Thank you.
Soap dish. That's what I meant to say, not dish soap.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yes, she does a lot of. So what I've been saying is over the past, I would say 6 months, almost a year, we've literally gotten to that point where it's like the two of us working on the same project at the same time has to be extremely either time sensitive or ridiculously important that both of us need to be there. If not, we have to split up because I don't make soap, right? You don't edit as many videos as I do. You edit occasionally, like the bloopers one and stuff like that. Yeah,
there are a few videos a year that I edit.
Right. I edit every morning, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'm editing every morning. Whether you guys, some videos take 3 sessions to edit, some take 1. So it's kind of, so to answer your question, I get in the way more. Kind of more that personal bubble. I figured once you're married, there's no personal bubble anymore.
Oh, no, there is. Okay, so I feel like he gets in the way in the sense of like he's not busy or he's taking a break from something, but I'm still like in the zone. And then he comes into my space and distracts my thought process.
I do that all the time.
And then I'm like, I just need to get this done. Like I have a very full day, and if it were just you, it wouldn't be a problem. But it's
right. It happened 8 times before that.
Quinn needs something from the kitchen. Livy needs help with an assignment. Tyler's coming upstairs to check in. And I'm like, I'm in my office.
And her office is the dining room.
Yes.
So, which, again, just clarify, I've offered to build an office in a location, like an undisclosed location. Where's mom? No idea. So they can't find her. Right.
They'd knock.
So JNW's right. You know, if you want to bond, you can always help me finish the pillars.
I fired myself from that project.
No,
I'm not qualified.
She can't get rehired for that one.
Nope. I will not rehire myself because I'm the hiring person here, and I fired myself. So
nope, that's not happening. No.
Too bad.
But it's true. I've never been diagnosed with ADD, but I probably have it.
No,
100%.
No, not probably. This is not a probably.
100%.
It's not a possibly.
It's the whole reason I could balance like 9 projects at one time. And I know a lot of people look at me like, oh my God, Aaron doesn't get anything done. Bullshit. I get a lot done. I just don't get it done the way most people do.
I think they mean finished.
I could still get them finished, but instead of one project taking 4 days, yeah, that project took 8, but I got 3 projects done in those 8 days. Instead of this project taking 3, this one taking 3, and this one only taking 2, and I went, this project start to finish, all 3 done. This project start to finish, all 3 done. This project start to finish, 2 done. No, I got all 3 projects done at the same time in 8 days, and they all overlap like this and confuse the crap out of everybody else. That's ADD.
Although I will say that most of your jobs only get to about 80 or 90% complete, and then you're done.
Well, there's a reason for that, because there's a theory. It happens,
but it drives me nuts because they're not actually done.
Because that's when OCD sets in.
You don't have OCD.
No, that's my point. I don't. And this happens a lot in the contractor space. People that build houses, they get to that 90% done. They move on to the next house because it's livable. You know, the finishing guy will show up. He'll put the moldings on, blah, blah, blah. I got to get to the next house to pour the foundation and da-da-da-da, because that job can be handed off to the molding guy.
There goes my face again.
I'm not going to hit you.
I know, it just looks funny.
This person, that's what happens. So it's the same thing. The pillars are functional.
But that's the part of the projects that bother me the most. Like when the projects only get 80
Thanks,
or 90,
Jason, for the question.
80 or 90% done.
Yeah.
That bothers me because I am 100% complete kind of person before I move on to the next.
Yeah.
Like, that bothers me. So then I live in a world of being bothered and unfinished.
Right.
And you're like, no, we're off doing this now. I was like, can you just, can we go and refocus on this? Because that's not done yet.
Right. But then, I learned this about an auto mechanic shop before, and I never realized it. And it kind of goes to what we're talking about. They always have multiple cars to work on at the same time. Because, okay, that car, I worked on it for 3 hours, but I ordered the parts. I've got like 12 hours, maybe 24 before the parts show up. What am I going to do? Sit here and twiddle my thumbs? No, I'm going to get another car in. I'm going to work on this person's car while I wait for those parts. And it's the same thing. I can't do the pillars because it's too cold for concrete. I have to move on. Or do I just sit back and wait for the weather to get nice and not touch another project?
No,
I know what I mean? I'm not arguing with you.
No, I'm not.
Saying,
it's a healthy debate.
It's the reason I work on 18 things at once. It's so every day I wake up, I'm like, edit from 5 to 8, do the goats, you know, blah, 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 all that stuff. And it's like, all right, I've got 7 projects I can choose. Which one am I going to go work on? And there's never a day where it's like, oh, I got nothing to do.
No, there's never a day that you have nothing to do, but it's going back and finishing that project and staying on task and being like, I still know I have to finish that. And then actually going back and doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It goes back to like in our old house, Jake moved into his bedroom without a railing on his stairs. And we moved and he's like, oh, we'll do this later, but we have to move him in. We moved out and that railing still wasn't installed.
Railing. No. Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
No, I get it. Like this studio's not done, but we're still using it.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
It's your part of the project that isn't done though. Mine's done. My wall's done. I did my work. The pillows are here.
Yes.
My blanket's here. My dog's here.
Your decorations are here.
See, look,
Maureen, my audio still doesn't work.
Maureen A's giving you some credit though, because you did a good job and finished the hay feeder. It only took 3 years.
Hey, that was a start to finish project. That was.
But it took 3 years.
Yeah. Thanks.
We can go back to the greenhouse. You want to go back there?
No, because again, that was never priority for anybody but me.
Until COVID hit, and everybody was like, "Let's finish the greenhouse because we need to make our own food." Okay, were there any questions?
I'm trying to. Some people are putting question marks on things that aren't questions, and it's like slowing me down.
Yeah.
Going through the questions, it's another reason.
Oh, I think I have to give you credit. You're doing a great job.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, pat on. Oh, thanks. You touched me. You crossed the COVID.
You invited
line.
me.
I love it. Yeah. Oh, here you go. This is for you. Straight from Sarah.
Do you ever have a day that you want to do nothing but snuggle goats? Yes, they don't happen in the wintertime though. What? Did I not say that this morning? Or maybe it was yesterday morning where I was like, I think I said that.
That was funny.
No, it gets too cold and I'm like,
Yeah.
But yes, I do have days, especially on those like perfect spring days.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I just want to be outside all day, petting and loving on my goats.
My answer is no.
No, you never have that day.
But I do get
I don't
days.
feel like you're a real an animal person.
Yes and no. I do get.
No.
I love fish. That was a joke.
First of all,
I am quite upset.
That's not a so-so answer.
Fish tank is.
That's not a so-so answer. You either are or you aren't.
No, I'm definitely an animal person. I mean, we've had pets since the day we met, pretty much, right?
Like, you're the reason I'm a dog person now.
I know. That's my point.
I was a cat person.
I'm an animal person, not animals. There's the difference.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, but no, these people could tell you, you can't do everything I do and not be an animal person. You know what I mean? Like, people, your friends that are in the goat world, that their husbands like have never been to their barn. Mm-hmm. Like, my husband won't even go to the barn.
Right. Well, maybe they're doing something right. Oh my God!
Zing number 7. What number was that?
Maybe they have. Maybe they're on to something.
They're on to something. They figured it out. Please figure that out. Oh man, I could have so much fun doing other things. I could figure it out. Now, I wouldn't be able to not go to the barn for X. I mean, I could probably handle it for a day or two, but I'd end up back out there.
Uh-oh.
What?
She on number 1.
What happened? So no, I mean, but I had a day, what was it, a week ago or something? I don't know. There was some day I've been back to that whole like 5 projects juggling at the same time. And I was like, no, I'm just not feeling it. I don't want to paint that. I just don't want to do that. I was like, I have 4 things I could do. I don't want to do any of them. I was so like, just that want to do it is what I struggled with that day. It was one day, and it was like, I felt so guilty by the end of the day too, because I did nothing.
I feel like maybe some of that, that it's on my plate. I have to get it done. There is a time restriction there. Like there's an end date. It has to be done by this time. I feel like a lot of my stress last week came from doing things I had to do, not things I wanted to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And we've talked about that as a business scales and gets bigger. And it's kind of like, they call it solopreneur, where you're pretty much running the business on your own. I mean, yes, we have Angie. She comes in and helps with soap, and that's our first employee ever. And we have plans for another employee possibly in the spring. But yeah, there comes a point where you're doing things you don't want to do. But there's that balance, that tipping scale. Yeah, but I can't afford to hire somebody to do it. Right. But if you could hire somebody to do it, you can then go do these things that you like to do. And as long as those things you like to do still are generating revenue or generating income, then you take a hit for 6 months, 5 months. You hire somebody, you lose money so that in the end you make money. And unfortunately, right now we're not in the game to do that because we still have to figure out how to pay our bills.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, there's things I do that I don't want to do that I'd hire people to do if I could, like the laundry.
Yeah, my problem was the things that I had to do were taking away from the things I wanted to do. And like, how many times last week did I go like a whole day or a day and a half or 2 days without seeing my goats?
Oh yeah, you've done it.
And that doesn't make me very happy.
No, it doesn't. That's why you need a she shed. Valency says.
My barn is my she shed.
Exactly.
That's my thing. And so when I don't have the time to get out there, that makes me very depressed.
Yep.
And anxious. Julie N asked, Harper had a hard time being separated from the herd last year. Do you think she will be better this year? So if Harper's not pregnant, she's not going to get separated into a kidding pen. She'll always be with like Gia, Danica, and Charlotte and Evelyn, who aren't bred this year. If she is pregnant, I think she'll do a little better this year because it's not all new to her. Last year it was new. Yeah. So I'm hoping that she will have an easier time being separated, and we'll know to not put her in stall 6 because that was a little too separated.
Right.
Stall 6 is behind the camera where you guys are. Stall 5 and 6 are behind the camera, and that was just too separated.
Yeah, she tried to jump out.
Yeah.
Or she
jumped on the heating barrel and tried to jump over the. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt the baby. Maybe that's what's wrong with
So I agree with Shirley here. Done is done. I get that. I understand that. That's why if you look at my to-do list, the pillars are still there, right? But the difference between done and perfect are two totally different things.
Nobody's asking for
perfection. I get that. I get that.
And I don't live in a world
I don't let perfection slow me down.
I don't live in a world where I require perfection from you.
Right. Oh, I don't think you do.
I have a standard.
Yeah.
And my standard is pretty high, but I think that's what makes me who I am.
It goes back to a quote
and my standard doesn't stress me out. That's the thing. I think my standard stresses you out.
And my standard doesn't stress me out.
But your standard stresses me out.
Correct. Agreed.
Because your standard is a little lower than mine.
Right. But my speed at which things get done is much faster, and that's not a dig to you. Right?
I mean, it depends on what you're talking about.
Exactly. Of course it does. And that's why getting it done versus getting it right are two totally different things. Because getting it right, like, does this wood on the wall look good? We have 100 and something people here that can answer 100 and something different ways, right? Because good is relative. I need that wall done tomorrow. Tomorrow's the same for everybody. Well, not the time zone thing. Okay, fine. I need this wall done in 6 hours. 6 hours is the same for everyone. So that's where I'm like, getting it done is more important than getting it right, because right is different. Right to you and right to me are two totally different things. They could be two totally different.
Subjective, yeah.
It is. So that's where I value time over. Like Kevin and I, when we were working in the barn just the other day, we went back and forth on a couple things. He was like, I think we should do this, do that, do that. I'm like, Kevin, I need to shave a ½ inch off the door and the door will work. Like, I just need it to open and not hit the cement. What's in the way? ½ inch of wood. Take the door off, shave a ½ inch off, put it back on. We're done in 3 minutes. He wanted to take the whole door apart and like level it and do all that. I'm like, we don't need that. Like, zip. Boom, hang it back up. It works. It hasn't worked in 6 months. Done. Move on.
Except you and I talked about said door.
Yep.
And I said I wanted it to be a level door. Yep. And it's still not a level door.
Just so you know, Kevin won that argument and took that whole door apart and put it back up. And it's still not a level door.
The bonus there, though, is I don't have to lift the door up to slide it over.
We fixed that too.
I know. Yeah, I'm telling you. That is the only bonus of that whole part is that.
And when we were working on the door, I was like, just shave it. Now that he took it all apart, put it all back together, it still didn't work. And I'm like, we just got to shave this off. So we grabbed the saw, shaved it off. We hang the door and he goes, well, you could just lift the door in place. I'm like, no. That's not an option. We have to make it where the door can close.
My biggest pet peeve is having to close a door using 2 hands.
Right. It has to be right.
Inevitably, you're holding something.
Right.
So it's so much easier to close the door behind you and slide it. Plus, it's good for the kids because they can't lift they can't get their arm up and over the backside of the door to pick it up and slide it.
So I use that joke sometimes with the guys, with Rob and Kevin and all these guys, which a lot of my friends, which are very interesting. I don't know where Javier sits on this. Maybe Angie can help. They're all OCD. They're all measure 8 times cut. Yeah, Javier's up there. Javier's too. They're all like engineer level, like you know, I'm more artist level. Like to my point, like I just need to shave a half an inch off. Shave a half an inch off, hang it up, it'll work. Nope, it's not level. Let's remeasure all this stuff. And I kind of use the analogy of like different surgeons. You have a surgeon that's like a plastic surgeon that does everything like perfect and perfection.
And then you have your trauma surgeon.
Then you have your trauma in the battlefield surgeon that's like literally just going to make sure you don't die. I don't care if that finger doesn't look like a finger. You're not going to die. And get you out.
Well, most people don't die because they lost a finger.
But that's my point. That's my point exactly. Like, I'm more like, guys, I have 6 hours to build a chicken coop. We need to build it with no tape measures.
The problem is the stuff that you're... But then it's there forever to look ugly. If you do it right the first time, then we don't have to go back and like, you know, fix it because... You know, the chicken coop run is a prime example of we've lived with that for 8 years and it looks like hell.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be a temporary fix.
Yeah. Yep.
So, anyway, have we gotten any questions?
Yeah, what about the front door?
Yeah, well, that's all.
That's not even on my list.
No,
anymore.
We're not going to paint that front door. I don't care what anybody says about it because I want to replace the front door. And I'm not going to paint something. I'm just going to replace. When, you know,
Exactly.
Aaron is a meatball surgeon rather than a cosmetic one.
There you go.
There you go.
It's a good one. Oh, good question. Yeah. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know who Uncle Kevin's. If Uncle Kevin is sitting here.
Probably Poppy now.
Oh, he had nightmares.
Poppy. Kevin have nightmares about Poppy.
He's like, you're not going to die on my watch.
Yeah,
when Uncle Kevin was farm sitting for us when we went to go up to see Sue, for those that weren't really paying attention at that time, Poppy got sick while we were gone. Naturally, because if I'm going to leave the farm for an extended period of time, somebody is going to get sick.
Right.
And Poppy was that group.
Yeah.
So Poppy came down with some diarrhea and dropped a ton of weight, all within like 24 hours. And then Uncle Kevin had to go and give her medication.
Just so we know, this is not right now. I don't want anybody panicking.
No. I already prefaced that it was when we were traveling. So he had nightmares about Poppy.
Yeah.
Like not making it. And
like after we got home, and then he comes like 2 weeks later, comes by and goes, oh my God, Poppy looks amazing.
Poppy's so fat. She looks great.
2 weeks of grain. Yeah, we'll do that.
Well, and medication. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
This was a good one. Queen Bees.
Yeah. What is the latest about the
Olivia
pigs?
Asked me today, when are the pigs coming? I don't know the answer to that question.
So I told the farmer that we would be ready for pigs in like late March, early April.
So that's the latest update.
So that's the latest update. As far as the pig pen goes, that is the project I was referring to when I want to help with that project and I want to be a part of it. And now I kind of have to because all of our groups are on like a 2-week quarantine anyway. So. Yeah,
so tomorrow we're building a pig pen.
Tomorrow's Sunday. That's supposed to be my day off.
Oh, okay.
Apparently that's not happening.
Not tomorrow.
I know this is.
I don't know. Really, right now it's weather. We have to figure that out.
My problem that I have is if I don't dedicate the time off, I will work 7 days a week.
Right, 18-hour days. Right.
And then I get to a place where I was last week, where I'm so stressed out that I have.
You go take a COVID test.
That I think I need to take a COVID test because I feel sick.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know if we'll do it tomorrow. It is tough still. When it's only 30-something degrees outside, it's tough to...
But you wait much longer, and now you're into February.
Exactly.
February notoriously is a month of cold and snow, and then it's March. And beginning of March, we kick the month off with kidding. Right,
and we got a lot of other projects on the list, too.
Yeah, but, those pigs are coming.
But you have your phone on you? Because I can't even read half that stuff, and my phone's here. What was the message I sent about the kind of pigs? That might be a little bit of education for our audience.
Okay,
I don't know. Is there anybody in the audience that's done pigs before, raised them? We're working on, and I don't know if I could show you guys. We're working on bringing on guests to our show. And yes, we do have an application on our website. Down at the bottom, all the way to the right, there's an application to come on the show. Down there, if there's anybody in the audience listening that knows ducks, chickens, pigs, cows, anything, canning, anything that we'd love to just have fun with it. And we can click this button here, which didn't work because I don't have a guest lined up. But my point is I could bring guests on and bring them in and out. And they can even just come on for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. They could leave. I could bring on another one, or we can make a whole show out of it. So we're working on that. If anybody knows somebody that knows a giraffe, bring them on. We can talk giraffes. What's the gestation period? I have no idea. It's a long time.
It's a long time, and it's
It's undefined
because I don't know, certain animals can hold a pregnancy from starting. They're fertilized, the egg is fertilized, but implantation can be delayed.
Oh, wow.
So just because they were bred and just because they were successfully whatever, the pregnancy hasn't started yet.
Oh, that's
until that animal is ready.
Yeah.
Talk about a diva.
Talk about interesting. Yeah.
But that's why things like giraffe pregnancies and elephant pregnancies can be a little skewed, or pandas. Pandas are notorious for doing that. Where they'll just hold on to that fertilized egg or eggs, and implantation can be 2 to 3 months later.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I thought you were pregnant. And they're like, oh, I am. I just a little later than expected.
Yeah. Yeah. So all different topics, but go ahead.
The pig farmer said, I'm going to butcher these names because
that's why I didn't read them.
They are just not normal names. But on his farm, he has Berkshire, Hampshire, Hamp.
I don't know.
It's with a P. Hampshire or Durrick boars in our herd. So, and our females can have Burke, Spot, Tamworth, Yorkshire, or Landress.
So he's got a lot of crossbreeds.
We're getting
he's known one of the best in the area. Yeah. So everybody loves them. They're great. They're crossbred to make good pork. I mean, that's what they are. Jan W's right. If you ever want to take a break, you could always just play the piano. I could record it, and we get 2 things done at the same time. Making content and you're relaxing.
That sounds so relaxing.
Jan W, that was great.
Relaxing.
You wouldn't even know I'm there. Back to Jason's point. I would not get in your way.
I would know you're there. I have peripheral vision. I didn't even say that word right.
That would be a good one. We could break out the oboe and all that too.
Oh my God, the oboe.
Yeah.
You go oboe yourself.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Bingo. Look at that. We're learning about giraffes already. I'm assuming that was giraffes. Could be elephants, but no.
Elephants I think are 2 years. Look, all I know, the larger the animal, the longer the gestation.
I know. Remember when, oh my God, you guys are going to find this hilarious. Remember when
where are you going with this?
Hang on, I'm trying to remember the name. Okay. Remember when we bred grasshoppers? Not grasshoppers.
Crickets.
Crickets.
It's like
we
30
bred
seconds.
Crickets for our bearded dragon. We had a lizard, a bearded dragon.
Yeah.
George. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I remember.
And remember Spaz?
Spaz was
was like a leopard, not a leopard gecko. He was
gecko
something else.
Like this was pre-children, in our condo. But yeah, we set up a whole cricket breeding operation. Oh my God, those things breed every other day. You double the amount of crickets you had. I mean, it's free food. Yeah. We had 1 lizard, and I had 800 freaking crickets. It's not a good idea. Don't breed crickets. But yeah, those things they're insane.
Apparently, we just hit a note. Oh my God, crickets, not crickets. So okay. She's traumatized. I think she had a cricket in her house that she couldn't find, and it was chirping, or maybe it was my phone and she just didn't realize it because my phone makes cricket noises.
Yeah.
But there's something to crickets, because now everybody's like, oh no, Tina was talking to us. She goes, you both just have to make time for yourselves and breathe. Yeah. So I knew I was in trouble last week when I was in a meditation class. It was up here in the studio. I didn't go anywhere. I was doing a virtual meditation class, and I couldn't breathe. I was meditating and I was like, I can't breathe. I was like, it's not working.
Oh my God.
No, I was a disaster last week. Hopefully this week is better.
Yeah, this week will be better. But to Tina's point, see, so
I do take my time. That's the thing. Every day I try to take, like, that's the whole reason I work out, is because that is my me time. And I always end with stretching and meditation.
She literally ran like a mile or two right before this Q&A.
Yeah.
Locked me out of the room.
I always lock you out. It's me time.
I needed to run wires and make sure this worked and that worked. I'm still trying to work on some things. And I couldn't get it.
I love meditating. I actually had a really good meditation session. It was not my last one, but the one before that, where I got so startled out of meditation because Stella barked. The dogs downstairs did something and she went off. She was even sleeping. She meditates with me. This is her meditating. Yeah. But she scared the crap out of me and startled me right out of it. I thought I was dead. I didn't realize how deeply meditating I was. And no, I wasn't sleeping. I didn't realize how deeply meditating I was until she scared the crap out of me. My heart, I felt like it was going to jump right out of my chest.
So back to what Tina said, you got to take time for yourself. And I get that. I agree. But when what you love to do, like editing and shooting videos, and it is your time, like that 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. window, right? Mm-hmm. 3 hours. Yeah, that's 3 hours where I'm the only person awake in the house, and I can make my coffee, and I could, listen to music. Is your time. Basically it. But I'm working, I'm editing, I'm doing my thing. That kind of is. It's one of those, like, I don't want to go play golf. I don't want to sit on the couch and play a video game. I don't, like, that's not what I need. So yeah, it's like one of those, like, I get it. But what I'm doing is my time, that type of thing.
Yeah. I am the first one to say I love what I do, and I wouldn't change anything about what I do day in and day out. However, there are times when it does become overwhelming.
Oh yeah, and that's what this became. Look at that segue. That was a good one, Shirley. Good one. I was holding that. The cooking channel, it became overwhelming. It became, you know what? Yeah, I like to cook. I do.
It became something you had to do, not something you wanted to do.
Exactly. It became,
and then you stressed over, oh my God, I don't have something for Wednesday.
My goal was every Wednesday, a cooking channel. And that goes back to, I'm not documenting our life, building a business, raising goats, having 4 kids. That's what the Syman Says Farms channel is. It's basically a big documentary, right? The cooking channel became a project, and I didn't like it. And it's very hard to create a cooking video in the kitchen, the heart of the home, when everybody's doing their thing and watching TV in the living room, and I can't have that music that's playing on that TV show in my video. And it kept stressing me out. And I'm like, I can't. If you notice, 90% of the videos on our channel is me talking to the camera, explaining what's going on outside, where there's no other music playing, no TV, the kids, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's
your fluff is falling out of your pillow.
Oh shoot. Whoa, that's inappropriate.
Your fluff is hanging out.
I got nervous. Your fluff is hanging out. Whew, that was bad. But yeah, that's what happened with the cooking channel. It's funny because I still have 2 or 3 recipes that were shot, never edited, never posted. Eventually they might. Yeah. But I'm really focused on the Syman Says Farms channel. Yeah. I want to get that channel over 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subscribers, pretty much as fast as possible. My goal is a new episode every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you notice, at about 9, 10 a.m. roughly in the morning. 3 days a week, and then possibly just for fun on the weekends, the little short 1-minute videos, to tw to get that channel to grow. I mean, that's the hope. I don't need the Aaron Syman channel to grow.
Yeah. I mean, Jan W asked a on topic question about how does this Q&A actually help as a relaxation time for you guys? And that we've talked about this a lot, how it doesn't just help relax us.
Yeah.
It actually helps us connect.
Yeah.
And it's actually
totally.
very like almost therapeutic.
It's one of the reasons I said it the other day. I said, hey, this might sound crazy, but I want to commit to a Q&A every Saturday for the next like 2.5, 3 months.
It helps us connect to you guys because sometimes I feel like we can we're going about our day and we're getting all wrapped up in the hustle and bustle, and then I don't take the time to just sit and chat and talk to you guys.
Right.
You know, and I miss that, and I want to do more of that, but then it comes down to what Lyd said about how it just comes down to there's not enough hours in the day. And
it comes back to what my brother said earlier, and I kind of went in different directions where we're not doing the same thing that often. You know, she could spend 18 hours on a Tuesday in the lotion room making soap and lotion with Angie, and I don't even show up because I'm either editing, taking care of the kids, grocery shopping, out in the barn, working on this, whatever. And this becomes, and I've said it in the past.
This becomes our hour time.
This becomes our, okay, it's time to stop moving and relax. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't noticed, I'm a talker. I like to talk. So this becomes, it's fun. And so now that we know we have every Saturday, 6 p.m., relax, grab a drink. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic drink, but the point is grab a drink. I almost grabbed Cheez-Its and couldn't find any.
We have some.
I couldn't find them. I thought we had some somewhere.
Wasn't that the big box that wouldn't allow the...
No, that was Goldfish. And Goldfish and Cheez-Its are not the same. They are not. Sorry, not sponsored. Cheez-Its so much better than Goldfish.
I think so.
No, it's definitely relaxing, you know. And we try to go 2 hours, but sometimes they go longer, sometimes they go shorter. And
so I don't want Marcy or anybody else to think that me worrying about you, I think you guys worry about or I understand the question. Her statement was, Liz, don't worry so much about us. We are happy with whatever you guys do. You're the best.
We know that. We get that.
Wow, that sounds really...
We know, no.
We're the best, I know.
No.
I know.
That's not what I meant.
No, it's I want to be there. It's not like I'm worried that you guys are missing us or want more from us or are unhappy with what we're giving you. It's I want that time to hang out with you guys.
Right.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
It's not what I think you guys want. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense. Because I've told you before, you're all stressed out about something. I've told you, just go chat. Hang out and chat for a minute. Stop editing video or editing photos, because usually it's photos for you.
It's usually websites.
Just put all that down, go hang out and chat for a little bit for an hour, and then get back to it. No, I don't have time right now.
Or designing.
But you need that break from what you're doing, you know. And it's kind of like, you know what? You should almost. I don't know the name of the video, and I'm trying to remember it. And it was a weird title. Got a lot of people to watch it, but it was Casey Neistat, and I'll share the link with you guys at some point, or who knows, Tina will probably find it. Casey Neistat posted a video about, this is going to sound real funny in this audience, about how people are having less sex nowadays. And his whole point was, in the video, was that social media and being a part of a community and talking to people in chat rooms and text messages and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and this and that, it actually releases what's that? Endorphin. It makes you feel connected, which then in turn lowered. It was science. It was all done. Studies were done.
Instead of feeling like they have to go to that party to connect with people,
correct,
they can connect with people virtually,
right?
Which is great right now when we're dealing with a global pandemic. But his point is not during a global pandemic.
But it was the first time it came out in GQ magazine. It was the first time ever males between the ages of 18 and 35, the amount of sex was down. And it was all because social media, and I think this was a pre-pandemic video. And it was interesting how they're sometimes when I feel alone and I feel like I need a connection, I just pull out Twitter for 20 minutes and I talk to people.
And I feel connected.
And I feel connected and I feel this like rush of like, I don't know, like
it's endorphins.
It's an endorphin thing. It's happiness or whatever.
Sense of community.
Right. Which turned to and he's like, and he's got 10 million followers on, you know, and he was like, look, and
you're getting to like for people who have social anxiety, you get to connect with other people on your terms and in the comfort of your own home. Exactly. And then you can leave when you're done.
Well, that was his point. He's like, I'm kind of a hermit. Like I don't go, I live in New York City, but I don't go anywhere. Yeah. And I have 10 million followers or whatever it is. And he's huge, right? But his whole point was he totally gets the study. It made sense.
Yeah.
And that goes back to this sitting on the couch. We almost need it more than we want to do it because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you get where I was going with that whole conversation. It was really good. It was an interesting video.
Aaron likes to sneak into the giraffe cam at 3 a.m. when he's lonely.
I do. I jump in there at like 5 a.m. when I'm editing.
Yeah. No, I see over there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah,
that's a simple one.
Oh.
10 acres. It's actually 9.9.
9.98 or something.
Something stupid.
Like just round up to 10.
9.98. I want more, but that's going to be an act of Congress in order to make that happen.
A big one.
A big one.
So somebody said, Rosemary Loveland said, Liz, we like when you pop into chat, except for when you call me and Louise out. So funny story is every night we are totally lurking every single night.
All the time.
The way our room is set up.
You can see it in the Christmas video.
We have our TV and then we have 2 other TVs that are streaming. Usually Cassie's Castles to my left and House of Pie is to my right. And we are completely not just watching the goats, but we are following along on like the sarcastic fun that you guys have in there. And the other night they were all picking on me for the last little part of last Q&A when I was like, all right, now everybody needs to behave. We all need to get along. We have to be kind to each other because there's a lot of new people coming into chat. And we just have to remind everybody why we have the best chat on YouTube.
Right. And I put it out there the other day because quality is more important than quantity.
Mm-hmm. What do we? But we have to lead by example.
A couple hundred, if not 1,000 people banned on this channel.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people. And we don't care.
Every single one of them earned it though. So
yeah, of course.
But we were, I just was putting out this little PSA about how as we go into kidding season, that we're going to get some people that come in who aren't familiar with our rules. We just have to practice patience and make sure that we're leading by example.
Right.
So apparently some of the troublemakers that like to hang out in the barn at night were having a difficult time. They're like, okay, it's been 3 days. I'm done. I'm throwing her rules out and I'm done. I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
So I caught them in a little bit of they were talking about me.
Yeah.
So I had to be like.
Yeah. Did you zap them all?
No.
No.
This was our our village
our funny troublemakers.
Yes.
Got it. I was gonna say if they're the real troublemakers, if I bring out the zapper, we got problems.
Yeah.
Like, because it's one strike, you're out. Heck, it's you even thought about saying it, you're out. Like,
no.
I don't fool around. That goes back to I don't have time.
These were our regular villagers who are
they're funny.
To have fun trouble in the barn.
Fun trouble. That I'm totally up for. I have a lot of fun trouble. But no,
exactly.
Aaron,
and then I had to start handing out toilet paper to Louise because she was brown nosing, saying, Liz and Aaron are the best. They're such gracious hosts. And she was trying to get back on my good side. So I handed out toilet paper.
Yeah. Yeah. No, if I bring out the zapper, watch out. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
If I have to hop into chat because of I like to let Brenda and Tina handle things.
No, they got it covered.
They are very capable and do a great job. If I have to come in, y'all saw what happened last kidding season when I had to jump in. Zap, zap,
zap. I remember that one time.
Remember? It was a bunch of
we had all hands on deck one day.
Everybody.
I'm sitting at the dining room table. Liz is over there at the computer. We got Tina on, Brenda, and I'm like, oh, there's another one. Zap. There's another one. Zap. Like the minute your name pops up and it's like sexy for blah blah. Yeah, you're gone. So you don't even need to say anything. Sorry, Zap.
Oh yeah, lid calls it cheeky trouble.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Poor Louise. Sure.
Yeah. I don't know where. There was a question I saw somewhere, and I wanted to pop it up on the screen. But I don't even know if it was a question. Oh yeah, no, it's actually from your mom. And I said this the other day about how she went and worked at Target, and it makes sense. Yep. You feel alone if you're just like home all the time doing. Yeah,
and there's a sense of like getting out, doing something, connecting with people, and having something to do.
And I said it to somebody. I think I was talking to Rob actually, and we were talking about like if we can't grow this business big enough to pay all the bills and blah blah blah, and at what point will I just have to like, all right, throw in it, not give up, but be like, this is taking too long. I now have to work 2 jobs, like the Syman Says Farms thing, and go find something else to supplement. And a couple people have asked, like, have you updated your resume? Are you going back to technology? I'm like, no. If I go anywhere, I'm going to like Tractor Supply, Lowe's, or Home Depot. Like, that's where I'm going. It's pretty much what we do already. It keeps me in that ecosystem.
Plus, you get the store discount.
You get the store discount, and I get health insurance. Yeah. Because they're all massive companies that'll give health insurance. Yeah. It's not about the money. Yeah, the money helps, but I'm not looking for a career. I want to make this.
I have my career.
I have the career. This is the career. You know, the YouTube, the soaps, the lotions, the whatever, you know. But if I need to do something, to your mom's point, it's literally just something like that. And I don't care if it's a 3rd shift. So I can still do I'll survive on 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
for like a year.
I don't know.
I can do it.
Anyway, they don't do 3rd shift anyway.
That's true. You're right. They're not even open unless you stock shelves.
They do that during the day. I'm there all the time. Well, I'm not there all the time. Yeah. But you know, they have the forklifts and they're doing the beep, beep, beeps and closing down the row.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's
Stella needs a breathe right strip. She does. Oh man, Stella's snoring.
So that's funny. I don't know if people heard this. Because I'm working on this studio and we haven't upgraded we obviously did the wall and the couch and things like that. And a little bit of the lighting. And her LED lights are working today because we haven't blown a fuse.
We didn't pop the fuse this time. Look at that.
I haven't done the camera. I don't want to say upgrades, but the camera work. Yeah. It's a bunch of wires and adapters, really. Yeah. Like technically an upgrade. But then audio's after that. So audio sounds real good. I told the guy at the store, I was like, I think I want to put a little clip-on lapel mic on my dog. So she has
Apparently they don't need it.
Her own snoring microphone.
They don't need it.
No, she's not.
No, they can all hear her.
Yep. But poor thing. She's so tired. I mean, look at her.
Poor muffin.
She's so sleepy.
What did you do all day?
Well, she tried to get down, and then we called her back up. Yeah. I wish I could sleep.
I wish I could sleep as good as Stella.
Yeah.
You know, I realized that some of my stress last week, this fancy watch told me that I moved from the good, they rate your sleep, and all last week I was sleeping poor to fair rather than good and fair. So I had to make like a conscious effort to make sure I rolled over and I went to sleep rather than like watch that extra episode of whatever we were watching.
Yeah.
Because I know sleep is important. I need sleep. I don't function off of 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I would die. I need a solid 8 hours of sleep or else it's not happening.
I literally think I'm still getting about 7. Yeah. I think I'm passing out past it, like done.
Oh yeah, no, you're sleeping 10. Before I am. Because I feel your restless leg syndrome thing over there.
Oh, my Lord.
And I have to wait for you to hit like REM sleep before I know I'm allowed to go to sleep. Because otherwise I just...
Yeah. And
I'm like, are you kidding me?
You shook them.
You shake the whole bed when you do your tap dancing.
So I think I'm usually passed out by about 10. But I'm up at 5. So that's 7 hours.
Only if you sleep the whole time.
Yeah. And I don't sleep the whole time.
You don't.
No.
So...
Nope. I go and lurk on the giraffe at like 3 a.m. and then come out at 5. I think I hit that and didn't mean to. There was something here I saw. Sleep as good as Stella. I saw that one. Somebody said
I
it.
don't know what that comment was about. You know, there's supposed to be a difference between wrist, Liz, to and from the heart.
What?
Well, I think she's picked up on the fact that I'm wearing my watch on a different wrist tonight.
Oh, you are?
Because, well,
no.
Yeah, because I have a rash on this wrist from wearing the watch on my usual hand. So I have to switch, or otherwise I just have to take it off altogether.
Right.
So I'm not really...
There is. When you program the watch, you have to tell it what wrist you're on.
Well, you have to tell it whether you're on your dominant hand or not. So it does. They don't even care if you're left-handed or right-handed.
Okay.
They just want to know, are you wearing it on your dominant hand or are you wearing it on your non-dominant? Yeah. So I don't think there's an issue with.
I saw this one pop up. Yes, that theory will become, well, not theory, that like chat, like, I don't want to say rule, it's still out there.
We do.
It's still a thing we do. Yeah.
It's like our own hidden code.
Yeah. Yep.
Or the lightning strike or something.
Yeah, something to warn, like, hey, we just saw somebody.
We'll hand out the polish to the moderators so that they can keep their zappers nicely.
So I'm right-handed, right? If you notice, obviously controlling the mouse and the camera and everything with the right hand, but I have always worn my watch on my left hand.
Same.
Yeah, on the opposite.
But I have this weird thing where my skin will like start to rash up. Which,
by the way, it's time for me to get like a men's band and stop wearing this little silly female band on here. I don't like it.
It is not a female band.
So hand me down. I took her old watch.
It's not a it's black.
I still don't like it. That's what I'm saying. So eventually I'm gonna have to look for one.
Wow.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Can you take your dog?
Sure.
I have to adjust.
I'll put my keyboard down here. I haven't used it in a while. Come here, dog.
The potato.
Pass the potato.
As my mom used to say when we would pass the babies around. Pass the potato.
And I'm not an animal person, right? No, Stella, not an animal person.
It's okay. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine, Stella. You'll be good.
You'll be
okay.
Good.
We're almost done.
To, like,
we're almost done here.
We're almost done. I was slouching and then I could feel my back hurting.
You can have your bone back. It's almost time to go potty and go outside.
Oh, it's almost time to go potty?
Yeah, it's
I'm
almost
not
time.
doing it outside.
It's almost time for dinner. Yeah.
That's better. Wow.
Really? Really?
She's like, I've had a long day.
She's like, oh my goodness.
What did Stella do all day?
Help me.
She slept while I was working out. She's sleeping now.
That's what she does.
What did she do while I was getting tested?
Slept somewhere.
Why is she so tired?
No idea.
Maybe she got the COVID.
She's still. I edited while you were tested, so she slept. Yeah, that was.
Oh, you're a big girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're very cute. You want to come back? You want to come here? Come in. You just look.
That's a good question. You know what? So Sky L here, you know, a messenger for the people that can't get into our text message platform. Mm-hmm. Because it doesn't work anywhere but the U.S. and Canada.
I know.
By the way, if you want to text us, that's the number.
This is the third person from Australia that's here tonight.
Wow.
I know. Australia's representing tonight.
I wonder if Australia's beating out the U.K. No.
Well, only
YouTube will tell me.
If they are, I think it's only because of the time zone. It's morning in Australia, and it's like dead of night in the UK.
That's true. It's super late.
But what was the question?
Oh, the question, you're right. When I pop up a banner, the question goes away. They were wondering if anybody created some type of other message group. So once we send out a text, how is it going to get to the Australia team? Right. I would say the best thing, Sky L, is to jump on our Syman Says Farms.
Now it's actually at lunchtime.
Live. Oh, it's lunchtime.
Because we started, Australia. It was 10:25.
Oh, you know what we should do? What? You Australians coming back next Saturday? I have some Vegemite in the closet.
I've heard this could go one way or the next.
That I've never tasted. And we'll get the kids up here maybe and do a little like Vegemite, like whatever. That stuff actually, looks like tar.
Grams brought that home.
Graham should eat it.
From Australia when she went.
Yeah.
Well, it was over a year ago.
It's over a year old, so that's even better.
It's aged Vegemite.
Yeah. What do we put it on? Like toast? Like what do we do with it?
Sounds delicious.
Maybe we'll bring. I can't guarantee anything, but we have it, and I don't know if it's coming out.
Oh, see, Marcy's like, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Okay, I'll be back next weekend. Use only a little bit on toast. A little bit. Oh, he's warning, or she is warning. A little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
Look, Susan said the same thing. Not too much, though. These seem like words of warning.
Okay. The question is...
All right, do you eat it?
I don't even know what it is.
Room temperature? Do you have to heat it up? Is it best cold? Like, I'm not... Is it like...
I'm about to go smell one.
Is it like jam? Like, you just...
Okay, now I'm wondering, what is this?
Marmite is better?
Now I'm going to have to go read the package.
Room temperature. So where?
Okay, they're room temperature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're in the closet with the spices.
Marmite, I think, is, well, not really sure. It's leftover brewer's yeast. What, Vegemite or Marmite? Marmite is kind of the same. Sounds gross. That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, wrong one.
Like a, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we only have Vegemite, so I don't think we have Marmite.
It's like a pickle relish? Are you serious? If that's the case, I'm going to love it. I don't know if that's right. I don't know. I think they're playing with me now. I might bring it up next Saturday. Remind me. Somebody remind me next Saturday that I have to bring some Vegemite up here. I might try it live on a Q&A.
Ooh, some people are saying it's the dregs in a brewer's kettle. That sounds delicious.
It sounds amazing.
What the heck is the dregs? Like the crap at the bottom?
We should talk to Rob. Rob, next time you brew, can we save some of that junk at the bottom?
Oh, good. Tina's like, well, we have Marmite in the UK. You either love it or you hate it, and it's definitely not jam. Oh no. Yeah. It's a yeast spread.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it? Yeast. I'm gonna put it on a cracker or something. I don't know.
Okay, I'll try anything once, but I can't
guarantee.
Commit to.
Oh, next Saturday is gonna be entertaining. Yeah. Yeah. Tyler,
you guys aren't selling.
Tyler, you in here?
No.
Tyler, you got to come and try Vegemite.
JW just said it tastes like a salty beef spread. Oh, what? I'm not doing that.
Oh, your face.
Salty beef
You haven't even
spread.
tried it yet, and you were like,
well, when you explain something like it's a salty beef spread.
All right, so now we're going to a funny food story for a minute.
I'll stick with peanut butter. We should have peanut butter as our backup, like our, cleanse the palate. Let's get some
I'm going to have
butter.
to think of a couple other things we can bring up here to taste that might be weird. Yeah.
Why? Oh, you don't want to do like the bamboozle challenge.
That's pretty much what I just created by accident.
They make that. Well, you don't do gummy things.
And no, I am not I'm not eating.
I swear that game is rigged. For every 4 jelly beans.
Who does not know what she means when she says bamboozle? Let's just give it a minute.
The bamboozle challenge.
So, went to Costco's, right? Bought bread, milk, eggs, like the basics.
Like it was going to snowstorm.
Like a snowstorm, right? Yep. Pretty much like I said, we are hunkered down, Stella.
Okay, sushi is totally different from salty beef spread. Yeasty salty beef spread.
So there's these Chinese sausages, right?
I do like caviar, though.
Chinese sausages, which is weird because I didn't know there was sausage in Chinese food, right? First, weird.
Okay. Chinese sausages, okay.
Yeah, Chinese sausages in these plastic bags. Looked like Slim Jims or like a beef stick, right? Okay. Something they're not refrigerated right now, but they do have to be refrigerated after open.
Oh gosh,
right?
KT got an idea.
So
time to look on Amazon for some random food.
Oh no. So
it's about to go down.
It's about to go down next Saturday.
See, Marcy's like, LOL, Chinese sausages?
Yeah, so weird. At Costco's, right? I've seen them like 5 times.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? there's these beef sticks in our refrigerator. Like you just just grab one, eat it.
It's like a fancy beef jerky.
Yeah, it's like
it's not really a jerky, though.
But it has to be refrigerated. You know, it's not as dry or salty as a Slim Jim.
It has a little more.
So Chinese sausage, right? Okay. Weird. I buy it. I bring it home. They don't have to be refrigerated after open, whatever. So I'm in the kitchen with Jake. He's looking at them too, and I'm like, yeah, I've never had them. I don't know. I'll try one. I'll let you know. So I open it up. I grab one. I bite it, right? And I'm like, this tastes weird. So then I'm chewing it, and I look at the package.
Oh, God.
And it says, fully cooked before serving. I puked in the kitchen.
This is where you have to do more than 80% reading.
Yeah, no, I didn't read the package. I spit it out. He's like, what's wrong? I go, did you read the package? He goes, no. I go, look what it says right there. Cook before serving.
Fully cook.
I'm like, oh my God. First of all, if I have to cook it, how is it not refrigerated on the shelf? Like, what? Yeah.
It's just sitting out there on the shelf?
Just sitting out there on the shelf.
Oh, but you got to cook it first.
You got to cook it. I'm like, that's ridiculous. So now I'm going to have to cook one and try it.
Don't you technically cook Spam, though?
Yeah, that's true. But that's canned. That's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
Okay.
Oh, it was pretty funny.
It turns out that not very many people know what Bamboozled
so Bamboozled.
So Bamboozled is a jelly bean challenge. And it's a game, right? The kids play it. And they suckered me into this game one night. And what it is you spin a wheel and you have colored jelly beans that you have to pick from. And it'll tell you have to pick this one. And you're either going to get vomit or green apple. And they are
or like boogers.
No, booger. No, it's legit. It's either you're going to get one that tastes like Bean Boozled. Okay.
Bean Boozled.
This is why nobody knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. See, 80% right.
Bean Boozled. Wendy corrected me. Thank you.
Yes.
But yes, you pick and you're gonna get
they're jelly beans.
They're
I don't know
they're
if you
jelly
said that.
bellies. I did say jelly beans.
Okay.
And so you're gonna get something that's really, really horrible, like dog food or chocolate pudding.
Yeah.
Okay. Chocolate pudding, not so bad. Dog food. Ooh. Okay.
Yep.
We played this game.
Yep. I did not. I sat out. I was like, I am not eating that crap.
Jake threw up. I was foaming at the mouth, and Tyler peed his pants. So.
Oh, he did. You're right.
Yes.
And Tyler was not young, and he. Yes.
Tyler peed his pants like last week.
Yeah.
Okay, he still pees his pants.
No, he doesn't. If he laughs
too hard, it's coming out. Okay. Like this happens to me too sometimes. It's okay. Okay, so this is actually one of my favorite songs. You should. Susan said you should. Aaron, you should play the song "Down Under."
I saw that
or Africa. I like both of them. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how good that's gonna go down. The whole Vegemite thing. I'm literally gonna go take a look at one of them.
You're gonna take a look?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna smell it?
I might have to open it.
Can't open it. No, we gotta open it.
Oh, we have enough.
No, we gotta open it.
All right, fine.
No, you don't get.
So I'm not allowed.
You don't get to taste test before we do this here.
Okay, got it. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, Marcy missed a lot.
What did I miss?
She goes, "What did I miss? I had to visit Mabel."
All right, so Marcy, next Saturday, you got to come back 6 p.m. here live on this couch. I might eat Vegemite or some other weird random food.
We're thinking about what do we taste test next week?
Yeah,
that's weird and unusual.
Okay, Tina, you got to go find it because this is funny. You got to go find the video. Hang on, what did I miss? Okay, there it is. The video where Jake told me Sweet Baby Ray's was the best barbecue sauce ever. So we made
she didn't miss that part.
We made a video with the top 5 ingredients in Sweet Baby Ray's and the top 5 ingredients in Swanky sauce. And we had to sit there and eat them raw. Those 5 ingredients,
not
raw.
Mixed into anything else.
And Jake was it was.
He had to do cornstarch and
he had to eat a
high
spoonful of corn
syrup.
Yep, a spoonful.
Oh, Vegemite and then play Bean Boozled.
Oh my goodness!
You will have to.
I don't know about that.
Get comfortable with jelly beans, I think.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that. Yeah. We could bring out the blue cheese stuffed olives.
Oh, come on. That's just mean.
No, it's not mean. Those are yummy.
Because you like those. You can't bring those out. Right, caviar.
Oh, yeah, that's gross.
Mm-hmm.
Caviar
and I like it, so.
Yeah, I can't afford caviar.
Not the kind from Walmart.
Yeah, no Walmart caviar.
We tried that one year. Ooh, that was a big mistake.
Yeah. No, I'm not a caviar person. I mean, caviar's for, like, fancy people. But then I saw it at Walmart one day, and I was like, oh, she likes caviar. I'll buy it. And no, don't buy caviar at Walmart. Bad idea. Mm-hmm. Didn't work.
Vegemite sounds more like the dredge from the bottle of the fermentation vessel. I've cleaned that out, and I can tell you I'm not eating it. Yeah.
Yeah, yuck. Yeah, it's pretty gross. So
well, this sounds
next Saturday
like
is something
to look forward to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For everybody else.
Yeah.
All I said was
because Australia was here.
All I said was there's 3 people from Australia
you
in
realize
here tonight.
They all set their alarms for next Saturday now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like next Sunday morning for them.
Yeah.
They're
10
like,
o'clock, apparently.
These crazy Americans are going to eat veggies.
Watch this. Somebody's going to screen capture it too and be like, these silly Americans, look at them. Look, I heard that not even a lot of Australians like Vegemite. So
this is true. I have heard
that. Considering the definition and what it is.
Oh, somebody went there.
See why.
Not happening. I am
sardines.
Yeah,
I ate sardines as a teenager, and I don't remember hating them.
I remember my parents eating them, and when I say parents, my parents divorced when I was 5, and I still remember them eating them, and I don't know why.
Everyone's gonna have a bucket standing by next week.
Susan,
bring your friends.
Yes. We're gonna need a bucket.
Jan W said everyone have a bucket standing by next week.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's because they're going to throw up or going to have to pee in it because it's going to be real funny.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't recommend peeing in a.
Yeah.
These people hate us. Yeah. I am now convinced these people hate us.
I got a feeling some random Amazon packages might show up of like some.
Maureen just said sardines with Vegemite. What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
This isn't. I'm actually looking forward now to next Saturday.
What, for the mail to come?
No, not the mail. I know random things might show up, and I might not eat them live on TV, on YouTube. I didn't mean TV. To a lot of these people, it is TV. We should ask that. What size screen are you watching on right now?
Oh, please tell me small one.
I mean, obviously, if you phone, just say phone. But like, I just find it funny when people are like 60-inch TV. I'm like, great.
We should do the Chubby Bunny challenge too.
What the heck's the Chubby Bunny? Oh, I know that one. Get Jake up here.
You get marshmallows and you stuff them in your mouth, and you put 1 in, and you go Chubby Bunny, and you put 2 and you go, and you put 3 in. And you have to say Chubby Bunny with as many, like, you add them 1 at a time. And you see who wins.
Oh. Yeah, look at it. 65, 60, iPad, 40, 60.
No, you're not supposed to tell me I'm on a big screen. I don't like that.
She loves it when I do this on a big screen. She loves when I do that on a big screen. She tells me though, like, you better not zoom in.
I didn't wax my eyebrows. Don't put me on a big screen.
A lot of these people watch on a big screen. Don't zoom in. Oh, yeah. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
The big screen folks, though, the ones that like get it up on their TV.
Yeah.
Like, it must literally feel like we're sitting in their living room with them.
We're probably bigger than they are.
Probably life size. Wait a second. Measure.
Give me a hug.
I was going to say, walk up to your TV and measure my head with a ruler.
His head, not mine.
And then we'll measure. I bet you I'm bigger on their screen than in real life.
Well,
especially when I do this. Yeah, that's crazy.
Your nose must be
huge. We watch YouTube on our TV sometimes, though.
Yeah.
We will. That goes back to Jason's question again. She'll be in the middle of something, and I'll be like, you got to watch this. And she'll, I'm editing a photo. And I'm like, okay, let me know when you're done.
He's already interrupted the thought. He might as well keep going.
Yep. And then I bring up something on YouTube.
Oh yeah, Louise is like, it's like you're right here.
Yeah.
She would know because she actually saw us in person.
Yeah. Right here on the screen. Yeah, a lot of TV. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's back again.
Oh, was it Love at First Sight? Now that's funny. You answer for yourself.
Go ahead, you first.
No, you answer first.
I would say yes after the shot. Like, hey, did you want?
Oh, you needed a shot before you thought I was good enough to be like, I think I might like her.
No.
Oh, I see how it is. After the shot, yes, it was Love at First Sight.
No.
Oh, now who's handing out zingers? Go rewind. That's exactly what he said. Yes, after the shot.
Okay, that's not what I meant.
Okay. He's hiding now. He's hiding now.
So yes, it was there.
You just hit
yes.
Stella. She's gone.
Stella's gone. Stella's gone. Stella's
there
right here.
She's
is. Not gone. She's right here. Okay. Yes, I would have to say it was. You know, there was a decent amount of people there, and you were the one that I was like, ooh, whoa, look at her. And then there was a Jello shot, and you were like, oh, he's creepy. And so the answer on your end was what?
Oh no.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No, it was not Love at First Sight. It was, I think he's a little scary. Okay, you had a goatee, which was a little intimidating, and you had like orange balloon pants on or something. Blue and like a yellow shirt or something. And yeah, that's a little weirdo.
I really.
I literally said that night.
Up to zinger number 10?
I literally said that night, I am not getting involved with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that worked out well for me.
That worked out real well. How are the kids? Now, we don't know right now. They should be sleeping.
They're not. Nobody put them to bed.
I wonder if Quinn's watching.
But you know what? They also aren't having a jungle gym downstairs like last week.
This is very true. They're not running around making a whole bunch of noise. No, they're fine. They were watching a movie when we came up here.
Yeah. Orange pantaloons?
Yeah, kind of. Like
7 years later. Yes, exactly. 17 years later. I'm like that meme of Rose from the Titanic. It's been 84 years.
Yes. Yeah, it's been 17 years. Yeah, that's a long time.
That's a really long time.
Yeah. What do you have? 60 left? I think you got
60 left, and then I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace out. If you haven't heard that story, I sound terrible right now.
I think Tyler's. Somebody said you just told the world Tyler pees his pants.
Yes, he would too.
He would too. He would. Yeah, he would.
He has no shame.
And both of our kids, we've had those conversations. Like
it's normal. Listen, every once in a while, when I laugh too hard, a little tickle's going to come out. I have had 4 children. So no, we've normalized a lot of things at our house, and we've taught the kids to not be ashamed of what you think is embarrassing, because 100% chance says all of your kids at school have done the same thing.
What was the thing that came up on the radio? Was it this morning? They were like 93% of people admitted to blah blah blah, and you're like, yeah, and the other 7 are lying.
Picking their nose.
Was it picking their nose? Is that what it was?
93% of people admit to picking their nose, and I literally looked at you. I was like, yeah, and the other 7% are lying.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no chance in hell that 7% of the population doesn't pick their nose. What do you do with the crusties that are like itching and stuff?
Yeah, that was funny.
Whether you're doing it with a tissue or your finger or whatever, you're picking your nose.
Right. So, no, but back to what I was saying about Tyler and the whole penis pants thing or whatever. With this whole, like, I don't want to say in the public eye, but who was it? GNW?
Don't get ahead of yourself. You're not famous.
No, I know we're not.
I was watching a cat documentary today.
I know. Some of these cats have millions of followers.
Millions of followers. I'm like, Stella, what the hell are you doing?
Right, Stella.
What are we doing? That we're getting outperformed by cats?
Who knows?
I mean, they are really cute.
That's the problem. Isn't the cats are. No, the pillars aren't done yet.
I'm cute.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
JNW, I think somebody asked, whoever said it about Tyler peeing his pants. Yeah, we've told the kids, like, look, we have 2 barns that are live 24/7. We do like Thanksgiving, Christmas live. We do live Q&As up here. We put out videos, blah, blah, blah. If there's something you do not want us talking about, you have to tell us. If you don't, we will talk about anything.
Yeah, or if you're not comfortable with having YouTube in the kitchen for cookie making, or like they have a say in this too.
They totally have a say, but it's the if you don't say anything, you just gave us what we call silent approval.
Right.
Meaning, if you're going to keep your mouth shut and not say, "Dad, I really don't want you talking about how I'm a teenager and I stink. Like, can you stop doing that? My friends watch, blah, blah, blah." Fine, I won't.
Although your friends are teenagers too, and
they stink too. So exactly. So that type of thing.
Oh, whoa! Sky L just joined the Chaos Crew.
I haven't made a member video, so we're gonna play.
We're gonna play that.
We're gonna play which one?
That one.
This one. There we go. That's the one. We're gonna. I just felt like playing both.
Because it was mootastic.
It was mootastic.
Thank you for joining our members. And as the Chaos Crew, you have access to, all of the special emojis now and cute. Look, she's got the newbie badge.
We need to help them out. Help them out.
They did, because Judy, Judy went back and said Mabel equals the bathroom.
Mabel's the bathroom.
Yeah. Mabel actually used to be like what people would say is the tree behind the barn that they were going to go number one.
Right.
When they were in Cassie's castle. But
you said number one. That was
well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't recommend it for number two. Anyway, so Mabel, I don't know how Mabel got its name.
Yeah, somebody said, what did I miss? I had to run to Mabel.
Earlier. No. I'm just trying to think, like, when did Mabel, not when, but how did Mabel get called Mabel?
Right. I think you made it up. I don't know.
We were all in chat that, maybe it was a long, long time ago. Almost 2 years now. We are coming up on our 2-year anniversary of being live in our barn.
Oh, when was that?
Well, Tina will find it, but it was in February or late January sometime. So we're really coming up on the 2-year.
The exact 2-year anniversary.
Every year it happens. We end up finding the very first live stream and who was number one to chat. And that number one person doesn't chat. Like,
they don't. Right.
No. Brenda is like, was number 9 or something, or 6 or something. Like they go back. Yeah. We got some OGs, like day one, legit OGs.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to find her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're all.
I think we're done. I think it's time. I gotta go eat something other than raw sausage. That was gross. Yeah. It was so bad.
Raw sausage. I can't believe you ate that. Stella's snoring again.
She is. She is so passed out. Unfortunately, once my cameras are set up, I'm not going to be able to do that anymore.
No, but you'll have like a Stella cam.
Right. We hope to.
But the Stella cam won't move like she moves.
Correct.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
All right. Well, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Wait, Chris West had a question.
Oh, she did. Where? Hang on.
Hold on.
Your chat's fast.
Susan also had a question. Aaron, have you ever made tube mushroom soup and peas for your family?
No. So I don't like
tuna.
mushrooms.
It was tuna. Tuna meant tuna mushroom.
No,
soup.
Definitely not. No.
Oh, and Nicole came over to the
here now too. No, I don't eat mushrooms, so that is not happening. I do not eat mushrooms or sewer fish, which are sardines.
Yeah, mushrooms is a no-go for him.
Yeah, mushrooms is a
no-go. All right, let's tell.
Thank you very much.
Aw, they are the cutest.
Oh, okay. There we go. We got 2 in a row. I got another video I'm working on that might make it where we don't go all black. They still see us, but don't hear us, and it comes up over the top of us.
Okay.
Yeah. But I only know how to do it with words. I don't know how to do it with...
Gotcha.
Actually, I do know how to do it a little bit with...
well, Nicole is back. Maybe she... made a change to her membership. Either way, we're celebrating you right now.
Okay, so then that's interesting though. If she made a change, did it start her badge over again?
No, look, she's got 2 months right there.
Oh, she got 2 months.
She just changed her membership.
Aha, that's what happened. Okay, that's kind of cool.
All right, well, it is almost 9 o'clock, and we have to go eat dinner now.
Yeah.
Yes, let's eat dinner right before bed. This is great. Oh, tuna noodle casserole. We did tuna noodle casserole.
Oh, yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah, we were talking, maybe we'll save that for next Saturday. Next Saturday, we'll talk about that. We talked about it the other day, like what foods you grew up on when you were a kid. Like tuna noodle casserole and Franks and beans.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We had Friday night salad and get this.
Yeah.
Because salad was too healthy, we had to pair it with rolls.
Oh, okay.
You know the snowflake rolls that we have for like Thanksgiving?
Yep.
We would do salad and snowflake rolls.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, there's one way to totally negate the fact that you're eating healthy. Let's pair it with a roll.
Yeah, sure. That works.
Listen, I didn't care. I was a kid. I had no idea what like eating healthy was.
Yep. All right.
Oh, my mom's like, be nice, Liz. I was the cook. Actually, sometimes I was the cook, and I'll tell you my famous macaroni and cheese story next week.
Next week.
Somebody remind me.
Somebody remind her. Macaroni and cheese next week.
Because that's hysterical.
And I'll even call my mom and ask her, because I know like 2 or 3 of the meals that were like every week, like every Wednesday, Franks and beans.
Yeah, yeah. I remember every Sunday. Oh, well, now we're getting into it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more with the veggie money. And the sardines and the blue cheese stuffed in the green olives. Yeah.
You got to be in the mood for that.
Yeah. The problem is I cannot go to the grocery store to go pick up some weird food.
No, you got to order it.
So I got to either order it tonight or
Amazon Prime it.
Dig in the back of the cabinet and see what I can find. That's just some weird crap. Yeah.
Amazon's got everything.
All
right. Well, thank you guys for coming tonight.
Thanks again.
And we will see you next week.
Next week, and obviously
I almost said tomorrow. I don't know why.
Throughout the week, in and out of the barn, stuff like that.
Well, yes, I will see you tomorrow. Yep. That's why I said see you tomorrow.
Yeah, because we see them just about every day.
They see us. We don't see them.
This is very true.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're invisible.
We need a screen. Okay, we do. We need a screen like that in the barn. So when we go in the barn, we can see chat. So when you're working and you like look up, you can be like,
do. We should go to
should put a screen.
No, we should do cheese tasting from now I can't remember that place name, and like actually get some cheeses that are like a little stinky.
Oh, stinky fromage.
Fromage. Yeah. That's the place.
Yeah, fromage is the name of the place.
Yes.
But I'm not allowed to leave 14 days. So that'll be 3 weeks from now. We'll do a cheese tasting with funky feet cheese.
Okay. On the next edition.
Yeah.
What? Everybody's already saying bye. They're leaving.
They're leaving. They're all gone. All right. We'll talk about that later. Okay. It's time to go.
Cliffhanger.
See ya. Cliffhanger.
Bye.
Bye-bye.